Holy smokes. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, the 199. Welcome back to another Geeks and Gamers Daily on a Wednesday with some of the S tier team to start it off, but don't worry, they will be here, ladies and gentlemen. But today is a good day. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. We're ready to go, feeling good halfway through the week. We're going down the hill. We got momentum on our side, X-Wing.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Oh, man.
We always got momentum on our. A couple chunky boys, thick boys. You
Well,
know,
hefty,
here on a Wednesday. Yeah,
hefty
boys.
and getting into our 30s. We got a lot of girth and momentum, just helping
like
us
a
through life
menu.
now.
It's girthy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. Another handsome, girthy gentleman. We have Epic Mike this morning.
What?
I tried to combine X-Wing and Epic Mike, and it just came. I just woke up. What up, Epic Mike?
Hey, how's it going? Jump in here, and Captain Porkchop here is talking about being girthy and
I don't even hate that moniker. I kind of like it.
Yeah, that's your new name,
Captain Porkchop.
I
Pork
woke
chop
up
sandwiches.
I actually literally just this very second made it up. Captain Porkchop.
Let's roll.
He's
with
a superhero.
See where it goes.
And all he does is rob stores and steals their pork chop sandwiches.
It beats Captain Durag. You know
that's true.
Maybe they could team up.
We do have the last and fourth final quarter puzzle piece to the S tier team. I don't know if she's ready. Steph, are you ready? Okay, all right. She can bring herself in. I don't know.
I didn't know what you were doing. I was like,
well,
I thought you were doing like a bit. That's because
yeah, totally. That's what I was doing.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
She is the glue that holds the string together.
So I was just like,
It's true.
Is he doing a bit? Like, what is he doing?
No, I was just trying to be polite and give you some
She was
time,
just
you know,
sitting there
get your
watching
coffee
the
and
train
stuff
wreck.
ready, and just. I was just gonna say, just join in whenever you're ready.
Oh,
She was watching Captain Porkchop fly across the sky.
Captain Porkchop.
you started with just you and X-Ray. I was like, oh, they must be doing like a bit or something. Okay.
No, I thought
I'll just sit back and watch. And then Mike came in and you brought in Mike. I was like, I don't get it. I don't get the bit. I don't understand what's going on.
I'll tell you afterwards. It was actually well thought out.
Okay.
I just can't break kayfabe on stream. Can't do it.
Did you hear that, Beardo? That's what people assume. If it's you and I standing next to each other, people are just going to look and be like, ha, do something funny.
Really?
You're a clownfish, right? Tell a joke. And then I'm like, so a mollusk walks up. Well, he doesn't walk.
I understood that reference. Finding Nemo. Great movie.
Thank you.
Great movie.
Really for
Finding Nemo
Pixar
references.
But that's okay.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
No, that's pretty early. Yeah.
It's almost lunch.
I woke up like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, same.
I woke up like a minute before we started
Mhm.
because I sat down to have my coffee and I crashed on my couch.
Dude, I woke up at 10 o'clock to like 5 texts from X-Wing. Dude, you're going to be late. It's at 10. The stream's not scheduled.
I thought it was at 10.
I'm like, it's at 11, brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's you know,
My problem is I care too much.
the pork chop eagerness is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like,
Eagerness.
I'm here and ready to go, Captain. And you're like, I just woke up. Yeah. I respect it.
Steph, how's your week been since the last time we talked?
It's been really good. Yeah.
Yeah?
Listen, I see a lot of people in the chat and they're just like, what the fuck? Like 4 people. What X-Wing? More like Xing out of this stream.
Get off my tits.
Who said this? Wait, who said this?
We
lot
sort
of
of like
people.
picked up X-Wing as a stray. He just kind of wandered in one day and we let him stay. Okay.
I'm like the dog with scabies that
Mike,
just won't leave the house.
Flow, right? We had a nice little, and then like I was just like, what are you doing?
Who is this guy? And where did he
Why
come
are
from?
you here this morning? And it was just like, you know what? You can stay. I think you can stay. So
Thank you,
he's
Steph.
just like he's
Thanks,
just here
Steph.
now. Okay, we have to let him. We have to let him in.
That's
Welcome to the rebellion. Says no
wild.
Jay, I'm out.
That's wild work, bro.
No Jay, I'm
Hey, I
out.
have some people who support me. I see one right there. I'm pro X-Wing. Thank you.
There you go. There you go. Look at that.
Thank you.
There you go. There's always one. You start with one, and then it stays one for a
We
little
got a
bit.
pork chop fan in the chat. That's all I'll say.
But then eventually it'll be 2.
Well,
Eventually.
yeah.
Mike, how have you been? No Resident Evil 9 yet.
No, I'm kind of waiting. I just didn't, you know how the scramble is, dude. Everybody's trying to play it.
I know your method. You said your method before, let it give time to breathe, and then when everybody else is done, then you jump on and you play it.
Yeah.
It's not a bad method.
No, well, and also you don't have people. This happens a lot, and I do care about that. I have a lot of people that normally are like, "Hey, I want to hang out and watch your streams." Go, I gotta play this. I don't want to do spoilers and things like that. And you go, all right, I get it. Then you also like my big thing is you run into a lot of technical errors. How many times does the game come out? Everybody's excited. It's broken on launch. You can't play it. I like to find out ahead of time, and everybody says it runs well. You said it ran great on your computer.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm definitely playing it next. So, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't do day one typically unless it's something I am personally like. I cannot wait for this game. Resident Evil Requiem. I'm excited for it, but it's a scary game. And
How are you liking it? Are you liking it, Beardo?
Oh, I'm in love, head over heels. It is
Second
a
playthrough.
masterpiece.
Yeah?
It's a masterpiece.
The game's not even a week old, right? Or it will be tomorrow?
Tomorrow night at midnight, it'll be a week old.
Yeah,
so
and you're on your second playthrough already.
halfway through my second playthrough.
That's
yeah.
wild. Yeah.
Wow. Are you doing like the speed run? What are you doing?
So my first playthrough, I did standard classic mode. So that's the mode where you can only save the game if you have ink ribbons. So if you're in a spot and you're like, fuck, I haven't saved in 20 minutes, but I don't have an ink ribbon and I'm close to this objective, I can either go try to find an ink ribbon, maybe I'll find some material to craft an ink ribbon, or just proceed with the objective. I have no idea what's going to fucking happen, as it's my first playthrough. I have no idea what's behind the corner, if I'm running into a boss fight or a mini boss fight or nothing. And then sometimes you do die 30 minutes into a run after your last save, and you're like,
do it all over
fuck.
again.
And you have to do it all over
You gotta
again.
risk it. That's
That
what's
happened
so
to me
fun
one
about the
time.
ink ribbons.
That happened to me one time, and it was actually it was self-inflicting. It was my fault. It was my fault. I should have zigged when I could have zagged,
Yeah. Yeah, that happened to me. I was in a and you feel the stress. Like you have an ink ribbon in 45 minutes and you're like, I don't know what's coming. And I got approached by a large fat baby, is all I will say. And just about crapped my pants. I just about crapped my pants, and it's like, back to the typewriter. Ah!
Yes. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to tell people how the first way they should play the game is on your first playthrough, but I will recommend two things on a first playthrough for Resident Evil 9. Grace should be in first person for your first playthrough.
Agreed.
On your next playthroughs, however many playthroughs, if you want to do third person every time for forever after that, go for it by all means. I think your first playthrough as Grace should be first person, just for the tension and the stress. Also, I thought it was a treat to play on the classic mode, because that tension is now elevated too, because you have to, your inventory management, not only do you have to have an ink ribbon to save, it also takes up a slot in your inventory.
Yeah.
So now your inventory management, you're getting creative here.
nice.
Yeah, play it as they intended. That's my thought. Like, play it as the developers intended for the first one. I trust these guys. They know what they're doing. And yeah, the jumping back and forth between first and third, I'm enjoying.
I like third person.
There's great balance in the game. Like we've fought
I prefer third person, actually.
and I think I do too. I do too.
100% prefer third, but
Yes.
the atmosphere that first person creates when you're playing as helpless little Grace, like it can't be matched.
I know, but that's why I like third person,
Because it's not as scary.
Yeah, it's not as scary.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I get it.
I'm just wondering where all this like as intended energy was when you walked into Culver's burger joint.
That's right. That's right.
Hey,
That's a fair point.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That,
Like,
dude. I can't argue that.
X-Wing's
I can't
like, you
argue
know
that.
what? Play the game as intended, but when he goes to Culver's Butterburgers, you know what? I'm gonna pull a Uno reverse and get a pork chop sandwich.
I think I like
pork chops.
the pork chop sandwich, please. And
Please.
they're like,
With hey, with no barbecue sauce. Is that cool?
Yeah.
X-Wing's like, even better. Give it to me fucking dry.
Hey, you know what?
Ew.
I
No
did it as
barbecue
intended
sauce.
on the menu. It
Don't
says
worry.
with
You know
no
what?
toppings.
That's
I-
gross.
I will
think
doctor
we're
this up
done.
when I get
All right,
home,
think
and you're
we're
like-
sure we're done. Like that's it. Can't.
Wait, did he just leave? Did he
No.
remove himself?
No,
Who removed
I
himself?
removed him.
Oh.
I removed him. Get back.
Oh.
Get back.
Sorry,
That's
X-Wing.
gross.
All right. 1, 2,
Yeah.
He's in
3,
timeout later.
It's
4,
important that he
5.
understands.
Okay. Did you learn your lesson?
No, I'm standing by my decision. Pork chop sandwich.
Imagine just like that's the hill you're
I
willing to
know
die
that's the
on,
hill
you
we're
know?
gonna die on.
Yeah. You're like,
that is
we're at
crazy.
war here, and then the one guy's like, yeah, let's go, like, you know, storm this burger joint, and you're like, oh, okay,
Mhm.
it's all right, you know, I forgive you. I'm still upset, but I mostly forgive you.
Pork chop sandwiches.
He'll eventually. I mean, you'll get around to the Butterburger, right?
Yeah.
You'll get
100%.
around to it?
Next,
Okay,
next
all
time I
right.
go to Culver's, I'll
Okay.
get a
Okay.
with a side of pork chop sandwiches.
And then come back to us and let us know.
I swear, if I find out later that you layered it with the pork chop, I'm gonna be.
Oh yeah, like the McDonald's. What do they call it? Like land, sea, and air, or whatever it is, where you get like the beef, the fish fillet, and the chicken fillet all on one.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of that?
No.
You never heard of that?
That sounds nasty.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good at
To
all.
be
Oh,
honest,
it
I
doesn't
kind of
sound good at
checked
all.
out. I was thinking about Resident Evil
Mm-hmm.
because
I
I
just-
wasn't done
I do
talking
that
about
a
it.
lot during the stream.
I just
Yeah,
checked out.
I just would never want to mix chicken, fish, and beef all in the same thing together. That sounds terrible.
Really? Because beef and fish is good together. Surf and turf.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like beef and fish, you know, whatever. Maybe chicken and fish, or chicken and beef. But all three at the
All
same
three
time.
of them together, and two of them fried, and one not fried. Yeah.
See,
I don't like it.
For surf and turf, I would go a nice medium rare steak, New York strip,
Really?
with some lobster tail,
Yes.
Cajun lobster tail with a whole bunch of fucking garlic butter. And then you take some of that fucking juicy lobster tail little bite, and then you also fork a slice of steak in one bite. Forget about it. Fucking forget about it. Yeah.
I love it.
And you fork it like this, not like this.
Don't do that.
Don't fork it like this.
Yeah.
Fork, just fork the motherfucker.
This is how the internet works. You're now a praying mantis, and I'm a pork chop sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, there's worse things that you could be.
That's true.
You could be a
kinda did
drug
this-
addict.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. You could be addicted to hardcore drugs.
Yeah. You know who I
Yeah.
think was addicted to hardcore drugs?
No.
The developers of Highguard.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
you're not wrong.
not wrong.
Ooh,
Not wrong. Is that a segue?
That was a segue. That was
Okay.
a-
I wasn't
threw
done
it-
talking
it
about
was
Resident
really-
Evil.
I know, but we'll get back to it.
We're
That
gonna
was a
have to get
segue.
back.
I threw it. I alley-ooped it up for you, so you could just.
Oh,
take-
you know what I'm going to use this for? I'm going to use this Highguard shutting down. And in just a couple of months, we're going to take this and we're going to segue back into Resident Evil. Watch how I do it. But anyways, yes, we saw the news. We covered it on a Geeks and Gamers Daily, the S tier team. We covered that their website went dark, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Their
Wasn't it just
website
down?
completely shut down.
Oh, it is. Is it still shut down?
I haven't heard any news that
Pretty
it
sure it's gone.
that
I'm
it
gonna
wasn't
find out
back
right
up.
Yeah.
So those were some early warning signs. We have the butt candles back again, chat.
Those are-
Anyways, Highguard announced yesterday.
Ew.
I don't know why this is an advertisement.
I mean,
Fucking freaking
You got a weird search history, man.
no, dude. It's Jeremy and Jonas, dude, are putting fucking butt
I-
candles in our
I
freaking
think
algorithm.
It might,
man.
I think it might be Marvin.
What's a forced
Could, oh,
pork
it
chop?
could. It is his. It's his article.
It might be Marvin, dude. He's
Tom.
from New Jersey. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
you can only
Right.
expect so much from those guys, you know?
But we did cover the Highguard website shutting down.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, and then they
It's up.
tweeted that they cut staff. Openly admitted we cut staff, so our website isn't performing as properly anymore. Though if that wasn't a fucking early warning sign that, hey, boys, in a couple of weeks this game's fucking dead. shutting down servers, which happened yesterday. Mike, go ahead and start this off for us.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of already knew what was going to happen here. The writing was on the wall day one of this game. But they I want to say to their credit, but no, actually it was to their own stubbornness. Instead of just admitting what we all knew about it and saying, you know what, we're going to struggle, or, hey, you know what, we're seeing that things are not going well. They kind of continued to do the thing that we have seen from a lot of game companies. They coped. They pretended they were happy. They're like, everything's good here. There's nothing to see here. Everything's fine. You know, yeah, we laid off some people, but that's okay. You know, that happens. We're committed to this game. We're committed to making this work. We're committed to the long game of releasing content and making this game something you guys love. We all knew they were lying, and now here's the writing on the wall. What is it now? How long has this game been out?
Like
January.
Yeah, hasn't been long.
It hasn't been long. I mean,
I think it was like
44 days or something like that.
It was in early January.
44 days. Yeah. Let me see here. I just want to look up the exact day of the launch because I want to make sure January 26th.
Damn, dude.
January 26th. Wow. Okay. And here's the thing about this. You know, I peaked at nearly 100,000 concurrent players on Steam in the beginning. Apparently their console, they say the consoles were stronger. Yeah.
How many players?
100,000
on Steam.
On Steam.
Steam charts Highguard all-time peak 15K.
That's not accurate. They hit almost 100,000 people.
Wait. All time is this? Hold on.
97,000 something. It was 97,000 if I remember.
I saw the same thing, and I was trying to figure that out. But yes, it was almost. It was 97,000. They claimed that console was stronger, had stronger supports, but the reality was nobody played this game for very long. The numbers absolutely tanked within the first day, and as much as people want to cope and seethe and say, hey, this was a hate campaign, you guys never gave the game a chance. The thing is, even the people that tried to defend this game didn't stick around to play it. And if you really believed in this game, you should have done that. We had a conversation about it with a much bigger streamer who said, you know what, I'd keep playing this if it wasn't for your chat, my chat being so angry with this game. You know, Shroud tried to defend this bullshit, article after article. But the reality is they don't give a shit about this game either. Nobody cared about this game.
There you go.
Even the most positive take on this was that the game was okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with that? Nothing. You know?
Yeah, 300 people are playing this game right now. That's insane, dude.
What made this whole thing so laughable is just the absolute fucking jerking off that Jeff Keighley did to this game. He was fucking sucking this game off.
That's what Chinese money will do for you, brother.
Well, isn't he invested? He's an investor in the game.
But do we know that? That's what I think we're assuming, right? Is there any confirmation that Jeff Keighley himself actually invested in this game or was paid off and bought off for the Game Awards to
the latter? Yeah.
To get this game into the I guess prime spot for the advertisement? Like
we're
either way,
we're not really sure. Jeff Keighley says he had no financial stake in Highguard, but it doesn't make any sense why he pushed this as hard as he did. Reality was, we do know that Tencent did have investment into this game. We know that this game was not some indie darling that people were just trying to make work. It smelled corporate, looked corporate, felt like a game by committee, not like a passion project from somebody. If this had felt like a passion project, I think a lot of people would have flocked around this. Like I said, if this is some 11-year-old kids like excited perfect game and he's like, I want to send this to everybody, yay, cool. You know what, we'll get behind you and we'll see what happens. Maybe you have a couple thousand people playing your game to support you. But these guys came in corporate as fuck, made a game that doesn't appeal to anyone specifically but tries to appeal to everybody. And not only that, but like I keep trying to tell people, they had an entire drip feed of content. They had a roadmap, and it wasn't a roadmap of like, here's how the game will improve over time. It was a roadmap of content release. So they already had the assets in the game. They already had most of this stuff ready to go, and they expected you to sit there and just get drip-fed content here and there, which is 100% what you do if you have a game that you're trying to sell as an indie darling. You go, oh, we're just working on it. No, these motherfuckers had all of this shit ready to go. That's why when it did terrible in the beginning and people were upset about it, the biggest complaint was they wished they had bigger modes. They dropped 5v5 within like days. Immediately.
Which tells you that it was ready.
It was ready to go.
They were going to roll it out later because they thought that this was going to be a very successful live service game because, let's face it, the hero shooter genre isn't huge, but it has its audience, and especially Marvel Rivals, got a lot of people invested into that genre of gaming. Obviously, people like Overwatch and even Valorant. I think Valorant can kind of, fall into that genre. And then Marvel Rivals just put it on the map. So now, you have this company who's making Highguard, and they're like, this is going to be a fucking cash cow for us. Well, we'll put it at the Game Awards. But then somewhere in the creative writing room, when they're trying to, get the fiction for this game, they're looking at the concept. They're like, oh, great. So it's high fantasy. Well, no, not really. So what is it? Is it sci-fi? Not really sci-fi either. There's guns, real weapons. Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck it is. What the fuck is it? You're a Highguard. Okay, great.
You're a warden.
Okay, sure. What is this game? What is the actual fiction of this game? Does anybody actually know?
There's no lore to this game. There's none. Zero.
A shopkeeper told me this is important. That's basically how they set this up. They're like, a guy who runs the store said this is super important. And like, well, what about it? Couldn't tell you.
There is no lore to this game. And that's what's really wild. And once again, I know the chat has been saying this, people in the chat too. This was funded by Tencent. A massive company.
China.
Apparently, they said that they had provided a majority of Highguard's 4-year development. Said that they claimed that it was fully funded. Never told anybody who fully funded it. And then apparently 2 weeks after it's launched, they pulled all of their funding, which is why the game is now going under. But like, what did you sell to Tencent that they were like, yeah, we'll give you the money for this?
Information. Is this what this was, Mike? Was this just a quick, easy way for Tencent to get as much information as they could in a month and a half?
100,000.
Damn.
It's a really good question. I don't know. But
is this conspiracy time, dude?
Maybe that's the problem. Is like, dude, they sold this as like Mike said, an indie darling, right? Gamers are retarded, but they're not stupid. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. So looks like a duck, quacks like a duck. We could all smell Corpo from a mile away with this game, and they're selling it as this darling. And then 2 weeks after it comes out, we find out it came from China.
Mm-hmm. Well, it doesn't help on your first global announcement. From the creators of Titanfall and Apex. It's like, that doesn't scream indie game to me.
No.
No.
And it's funny because we have another example in the guys that created and helped develop The Witcher 3 making Blood of the Dawnwalker.
Right.
And everyone's excited for that game because you know what it feels like? Feels like The Witcher. It feels like the guys that did The Witcher made another game and you're excited to check that, or The Witcher 3 made another game and you're excited to check that out. This didn't feel like the developers of Titanfall. This didn't feel like the developers of anything. This just felt like they grabbed a bunch of random people that knew how to code something and made the most bare minimum, like weak watered, like investor baby shooter game that they thought would appeal to as many people as possible. And you know what? Maybe it really was just to farm information. Because I tell you what, you want your game to fucking crash and burn, go ask a bunch of communists to help you make it.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's Black Myth Wukong. Those commies be making some good games sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But that's a single player game. And it's also about the allure and story and a character that they're passionate about. There's none of that here. Mm-hmm. What is the cultural identity of this game? Is this supposed to be like a European fantasy game? I don't know. There's horses in it. That's cool. But like all the characters are so like, I don't even know the name of a single character in this game.
It's ambiguous for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you got guys running around in armor and looking like a samurai or looking like, you know,
But there's
African
guns.
warriors. Yeah, and they've got all the same guns. You know, like I just don't know.
What's the fiction here?
Yeah.
What story are you trying to tell?
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like they had one.
No, I don't think they did. Yeah.
Well, I think they just saw people flocking around indie games and supporting indie games, and they were like, "Hey, let's just."
There's a market for it.
There's a
They
market.
tried to sell it that.
So we're going to sell it that way. We're going to have it LARP as an indie game, but there's a reason that people like those indie games, right? And people like completely look at this and rejected it, and then we found out it was funded by Tencent. We're like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
Yeah, because
Okay.
indie games
now,
have heart.
now we know why it feels the way it feels.
This has no heart. There's no heart in this game.
Well, because what's an indie game? An indie game is a group of passionate people who want to tell a story about this idea that they all came up with.
Yep.
But this is, you know, like you said, LARPing as an indie game, but it's a whole bunch of greedy motherfuckers who are just trying to, you know, cash the check while this hero shooter genre is hot. So let's fucking do it.
Yep.
And people are supporting indie games. Let's pretend to be one.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, like, and maybe this is a bit extreme, but I don't care. If you were one of these major streamers, and you were like, "Hey, you should play this game. Hey, you guys aren't giving this game a fair chance." You call gamers toxic and said people were just being unnecessarily like negative about this game, and now we all know that it was exactly what gamers thought this game was. You know, you should be like temporarily banned. You should just not be allowed to play games for a while. Like you can make whatever content you want, but like you can't talk about games anymore. Okay,
Just take a little break. You know, take a breather.
Why don't you go sit in the corner and think about what you just did? Okay. I've seen people fight for less than this, you know? I almost attacked a man over a pork chop sandwich yesterday.
Right.
Like, but
I was there.
But I have more respect for X-Wing choosing to get a pork chop sandwich from Culver's instead of a Butterburger than I do for any streamer that tried to say that this game was worth anything, because every single gamer went, I just not seeing it, man. I don't get it. And anybody that was defending this game, it all sounded like the same garbage we hear when terrible movies come out. You guys are just so negative all the time about everything. You know, it's like
for you.
Yeah. This wasn't for anybody.
This wasn't made for you, right?
Yeah.
Apparently it wasn't made for anybody.
Nope.
They don't even know what the fuck this game is.
Nope. Yeah, so good riddance, man. I'm glad it's gone. I never celebrate people losing their jobs. I would never want to celebrate somebody their livelihood being taken away from them. But here's the thing: you didn't really actually like have your livelihood. You had the backing of a Chinese company. You made the money that you were going to make, and then you hoped that it would funnel more money to you, and it didn't work. Like,
no, how about this? If they knew that Tencent was after the data, and that's what they knew, that this was all just some conspiracy. Allegedly.
I mean,
what I'm saying isn't fucking crazy. Hold on here.
Yeah,
like,
I know that,
like
but
we're not
just
communists here in the United States.
Tencent has not denied it or confirmed it.
I'm just saying, if there is a conspiracy here, if there's a conspiracy that this was, you know, a data mining plan here, then whoever was involved in the development of this game that knew that that's what was going to wind up happening, good, fuck you. I'm actually glad you lost your job. Think about it for a little bit and don't do that again.
Yeah.
Final words.
I only ever feel bad for the artists. That's it.
Yeah. Well,
the creative teams never feel bad for a creative
It's not like
team.
the art in this game was anything to write home about.
Well,
you know,
that's, yeah.
It's not like I looked at this game and went, wow, some guy that made this really, really was passionate about whatever he did. There's no way that they just like didn't ask an AI to shit out the most generic looking characters I've ever seen in a video game.
Looking ass game.
To give him this like shitty looking futuristic kind of semi-medieval armor, a giant fucking sword that you don't actually use because it's a thing that drops in the game, and it literally like takes 5 minutes to even drop. And fucking
Mike,
gun.
look at the picture. It is the thing that's in the very front of the frame. I'm like, okay, cool. We're gonna be sword fighting. Like, nope, not even a little.
Even the bear, that's a huge. They're like, oh, you can ride a bear. You have to buy it. You have to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's not. There's not some random character that goes, yo, because like that would have been a cool idea. You have characters that like they all have horses. You have one character whose special ability is he has a bear, so it's like more offensive. Maybe it can maul the horses or do something special or break through the walls because it's a fully destructible environment.
Walls.
None of that. None of it. It's just, well,
Your
you
first
can pay
job
for the
as
bear.
a Highguard, reinforce that window.
Yeah, hey, why don't you go build a wall? Hey, why don't you go mine some crystals? And I'm like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing?
Identity Crisis doesn't even begin to and you know what's funny too? Like, I feel like I would have respected this game more if they came out from the beginning and they're like, this is a corporate cash grab, or at the worst, a data cash grab. So just play it. It's free. Whatever. Sign in. Like, I would have respected that more than trying to sell it as an indie darling, this super sweet game. Some kid with cancer made this game. It's his passion project. Play it.
He's always wanted to release a game like this.
Yeah. Don't sell it to me like that, and then we find out it's from China.
Oh my god. Excuse me.
The Chinese.
I'm curious to like hear you guys' take because Resident Evil, bro. Resident Evil. Single player
let's go
game.
back to that.
Well, hold on. No multiplayer. No multiplayer. There's no co-op. It's just single player game. You have Highguard, which had all the top spots at the Game Awards. You had all these motherfuckers, these big time streamers talking about it. Highguard peaks at not even 100,000 players on Steam. You get to, and that's all time. That's all time. You get to not even a week ago, you have Resident Evil Requiem smashing records, 344,000 live just on Steam alone.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. You have 143 players right now playing it at this very moment. That's 50,000 more than Highguard ever had at its peak, boys. What I'm saying is, like, when we were kids, it was all about the single player games. And then Halo happened. And Call of Duty, and we're like, this is fucking awesome. Multiplayer, hanging out with the boys, shit talking, put the headset on, get the pizza, Mountain Dew. You're chilling with the boys for a weekend. You're doing LAN parties and stuff. Online gaming took over, and it's been taken over, and that's been like, you know, the majority of what people game since that point. I've never stopped playing single player games. I don't think we've ever stopped playing single player games on this panel, but we're just talking about the real world out here. Are single player games coming back? Are gamers like, you know what, fuck this, all this fucking corporate greed with the online stores, with the battle passes, paying for skins, paying for gun skins, paying for a fucking scope for this gun to make it the meta of the game, whatever. Are people fucking sick and tired of it? And now everyone's like, yeah, you know what? Single player story mode, narrative driven games, we're back.
I pray to the good Lord that's what's happening.
I don't know that, and like indie games. I think people are more willing to give games that they've never heard of or games that they've never tried playing a chance, just
100%.
because they're so tired of all of these games that corporations are putting out. That are
single player gaming, to me, is always going to be the definitive gaming experience. I love multiplayer games. I love playing with the boys, having fun, hop on stream, do whatever, blah blah blah. But like, there is nothing like settling into a good single player game and getting back into that escapism. You know what I mean? Yeah. Get lost in the story, lost in the sauce, get out there and have fun. And I hope to God that that's what's coming back, because it's going to force people to make complete games again. You got to give us a complete product at launch, because you can't sell an incomplete single player game.
That's true.
Yeah. I do think that's going to be the I think that'll start becoming the narrative. I mean, the reality is most of these studios are just trying to figure out a way to siphon as much money from their consumers as possible. That is their main goal. We have seen it throughout the years. I mean, gamers in the Xbox 360, PS3 era. Remember when EA tried to add all the digital rights management bullshit to their stuff? Remember how you had to have a sign-in code, a day one code to even access the game? That way you couldn't resell it to people. They used to do all of this bullshit, with a $90 game conversation, all of this stuff. They've always been trying to figure out how to siphon money. But we are seeing a resurgence of games that come out that are single player focused, that don't have a bunch of microtransactions, don't have a lot of DLC unless they feel like it's necessary for the game to have. And the best part about some of these single player games is that you play them, and if you like them, cool, and if you don't, okay. But they don't just shut down the servers and you lose the whole game.
Yeah.
Right.
And how many multiplayer games have we now seen over the years that have eventually just been shut down, and all the money they siphon from you, gone. Yep. I mean, Anthem, I know that was years and years ago, but still, Anthem was a huge example of that. We've seen a lot of these games get shut down, Concord, all of this stuff. And the people that did try to support them and say, oh, it's pretty good or whatever, all your money's gone. It's flushed down the toilet somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep. Or, like the China, stuffed their pockets with what they could and bounced into the night. And, I left everybody that believed in this game holding the bag. It's like, but a multiplayer, or a single player game comes out, it is what it is, Shout out to Crimson Desert. A lot of people feel the rumor, I'm not sure if it's actually true, but Crimson Desert, a lot of people think might have been an MMO at one point that they stripped all the multiplayer components out of, and they're just releasing as a single player game. But it looks great. It has a lot of features that you see in multiplayer games, but no microtransactions. They're not trying to siphon a bunch of money from you.
Look at Skyrim, dude. That was a single player experience that is alive to this day, better than a lot, still with a higher fan base than a lot of live service games. People are still modding that, still playing it. It's gotten re-released God knows how many times.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, in the last 10 years, in the conversation of the best games that we've ever played, it's mostly single player games. Nobody's saying multiplayer games. Nobody's saying Call of Duty or whatever. People might throw Fortnite in that conversation, I guess, but it's the Red Dead Redemption 2s, the Witcher 3s, the Arkham Knights, the God of Wars.
Dude, Mario,
even the
Skyrim,
first Last of Us, fine, we'll put that in there. Elden Ring.
Elden Wing.
Yeah, Elden Wing, Elden Wing 5.
Say it correctly, please.
Elden Wing 5.
The Resident Evil remakes have been killing it too, and then you get this one, and there's plenty more. So I think the tide has been shifting for quite a few years now, but I think people are just done, because to Mike's point about the servers going offline and any money that you put into the game you just lose. How about this? How about when the company doesn't go under, just their next annual release comes out, like Call of Duty, and then you actually have real people deciding on how much of your money gets to stick and stay for the next Call of Duty. And there's people drawing that fucking line. Oh, well, if it's a multiplayer skin, they're going to lose it for fucking ever. So if you spent $200 on your multiplayer skins, good luck having fun with that for the next 11 months, because when the next Call of Duty comes out, you're shit out of luck. Thank you for your donation. But if you're playing our live service Warzone, you get to keep those skins. That's where they're drawing the line. You have real fucking people deciding how much money you get to keep of what you spent. That's worse. That's worse than a game company just going under. They have to close their servers because of whatever bankruptcy they got sold or bought. People are leaving, layoffs, whatever. Shit fucking happens.
And you foot the bill.
Yeah, whatever. Shit fucking happens. But when you have Activision and people are making decisions on how much of what you spent you get to actually keep going forward, fuck you.
Well, that's like
Death
just
by
that's
fire.
actually a business model, to be honest. You don't own anything. That's actually a business model.
100%.
Yep. All DRM,
this is I found a first player game that you guys could play and have fun with.
I'm so excited right now.
Yeah. I think you'll like it. This is
Just Karen? Yes.
This is a trailer for Karen.
I was going to show this. Thank you.
Play as a Karen and destroy a shopping mall.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm legitimately excited. For this.
You can only do an exchange.
No, breadsticks are extra.
I'm sorry, man.
Look at her.
No,
Breadsticks are
I'm already
extra.
in,
Dude, this is literally the fucking the mom from the show, John and Kate. This is Kate. This is Kate. This is
Yeah.
Kate from John and Kate plus 8, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't lie, that's not gay. They didn't know
That's
that
our
show. We all watched it.
Huh?
Oh my god. Bro.
That's so good, dude.
Fuck.
She's got a power slam.
Yeah, dude.
Look at all
Oh,
the
she's
people
flooding
that are
them
knocked
all?
out in the water.
Dude.
I'm in.
This looks legitimately great. Like,
It looks hilarious, doesn't it?
it's
Yeah,
so,
so like here's
so
an indie
funny.
game with heart.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
This is awesome.
God.
Dude,
Live,
from the
laugh,
top.
love.
Laugh, love.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm interested to see what the like progression of this game is.
yeah.
That looks so funny.
That is
Yeah, dude.
awesome.
I'm in, dude. I'm in.
Yeah.
I want to play Karen.
I do too. Yeah.
I'm about
Dude.
that.
It looks great. Like legitimately, like yeah. Those are developers going, hey man, we know what people want. You guys want to have fun.
Yeah.
Like so
Yeah.
go have fun. Yep. That was a good brain. That was a good build up.
She moves around like the characters on Party Animals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
But
got the
that's-
ragdoll kind of going.
Which is like comically like funny to watch. So yeah, that's awesome, man. I actually want to play that.
Dude, the freaking belly flop body slam. I love it, dude.
Huge. Yeah.
That's awesome. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys ever played some of the SpongeBob games back in the day.
Oh yeah.
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, dude. When you're playing as Patrick Star, he had the same exact fucking belly flop body slam. It reminded me of that. By the way, underrated game. Battle for Bikini Bottom SpongeBob game.
Yeah.
Didn't play it.
S tier. Oh,
That's
dude.
really?
Dude, it got a PC remaster a few years ago.
What?
That's how good it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember that, Mike?
Oh yeah, dude.
I have it. I have it on Steam, dude.
I am unafraid to say I'm a
Battle
huge
for Bikini
SpongeBob
Bottom is
fan.
no joke.
I used
It was-
to love SpongeBob.
Battle for Bikini Bottom. What was it called? Rehydrated?
Yeah.
Rehydrated? Yeah, dude. It's fucking awesome. Shout
can't
out to
sleep on
Battle for
SpongeBob,
Bikini
bro.
Bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't sleep on
S
SpongeBob.
tier game,
This
dude.
comment is so. I heard your manager is pretty strong.
That's
She's got the Saiyan hair going on.
yeah. You're like, where is he? Let me talk to your manager.
Where is he? I am the manager. No, there's somebody who's higher than you. I want to
Yeah.
talk to him.
I can
Oh.
smell the authority. Where is
Yeah.
he?
I can smell the fear in you. You're not in charge.
I do not miss dealing with customers.
Do
Oh my
you
gosh,
feel in
Beardo! A lot of
charge?
the comments have that Kate lady that you were talking about.
I told you. Yeah, dude.
Do you
Crazy
feel
game
in
idea.
charge?
Yeah. To the manager.
Do you feel it, John?
There she is. Yeah. That's her.
Yeah.
Wait,
She's
that's
the
her?
original Karen.
Yeah.
That's her.
She is the original
Is
Karen.
that truly where that meme was like born of? Was her?
Yeah.
I think so. She might have coined it.
I mean, that is the haircut. Like that's the definitive. I am a problematic liberal white woman haircut.
Yes. Yep. 100%.
She's a very
Oh, we
first
might have some
one.
breaking news, boys.
What do we got?
We might have some breaking news here live on Geeks and Gamers Daily on a Wednesday with the S tier team. Paul Bettany is reportedly
Oh,
at
yes.
the top of HBO's list to play Voldemort in the Harry Potter show.
I like it.
Yeah. I saw
I'm not
this-
mad about it.
I like
No,
it.
I saw this late last night. Yeah, I'm legitimately excited for that.
I mean, the show's already ruined.
It's cooked. The
Yeah,
show's
Snape-
shocked.
Snape is not black. I'm sorry, but Bettany for Voldemort.
Yeah.
I was thinking Paul Bettany. Well, I actually wasn't thinking him. Now that I see it, I'm like, okay, this could be cool. Who I was thinking was Cillian Murphy.
Yeah. Yep. But
Cillian
Cillian
Murphy
Murphy
as Voldemort.
he
100%.
swears he is not
Yeah.
Voldemort. He said,
Yeah,
it's
he
not
shut
me.
those rumors down.
Yeah, he goes, it's not me.
Paul
No.
Bettany would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bettany's
He'll do a
good,
great job.
good choice.
But you got to recast Snape.
The protector of Italian virginity.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
You gotta recast Snape,
Shout out to
man.
Nice Tail. Yeah,
Thank you,
they're
thank
not
you.
gonna ever recast Snape. Like, you know, the thing is, like, it's funny because I've even seen people who are like, "Hey, what is his name again? The guy that they cast for Snape. Oh my gosh,
Oh, Oogie Boogie. Fucking, what's his name?
Oh my god.
No,
dude.
his name is something like that.
What?
Stop it. His name. Stop it. Don't.
You did
Don't,
not just
don't be
say
racist.
Oogie
Don't be
Boogie.
fucking racist.
Papa
Esiedu.
Isidu?
Papa
See,
Esiedu.
see, I had it. I was
Papa
close.
That is very far from.
No, I was close. You
That-
guys
well,
don't make it. Don't
it's-
make it weird.
That was a little
Stop.
bit.
Don't
it
make
wasn't
it
even-
fucking weird.
It's not really like low key racist. It's kind of high key racist.
That was
but,
not-
Don't be.
dude.
Stop it.
That was
Stop
out
it.
in the
Stop
open
it.
for the world to
No,
see.
I was genuinely trying to
Ooga-
think of his
Ooga is a
name.
wild jump.
That's not
towards-
what I said. I did
You
not.
said
No, you guys are putting
oogity-
words in my
He's
mouth.
like,
That's
what's
not what I
Oogity
said.
boogity,
It's your name,
ooga
Beardo.
booga.
It's
You're like,
your
wow,
name.
man, you just said that. Yep, there it is.
Pronounce
Okay.
his last name again.
Esiedu.
Thank you.
Isidu?
That's all I needed.
Whatever.
No, I'm
It's
not
something.
racist. Only sometimes.
Well,
Esiedu. I think that's how you say
Well.
his last name.
Yeah. Felt a little bit racist.
See, you guys are reaching there.
Ah,
guys are
no,
reaching.
you definitely said like ooga booga.
I did not say that. I didn't. I didn't.
I didn't make that up. You did.
You guys
yeah.
need to stop.
But
You guys
yeah,
are out of line.
I have heard that he is a very, very good actor. And,
Likewise. Yeah.
And I think that that's important to, you know, keep in contrast with everything. But here's the thing. Did they cast him because they thought he was the best actor for the job? I don't think so. And I think a lot of people feel like that's not the case.
Daniel
So,
Day-Lewis is a great actor. Should he be Obama in the Obama documentary?
No, we all know Ryan Reynolds is playing
Oh,
Obama
that's right. Yeah.
That's
in,
yeah,
in Tropic Thunder 2.
yeah. But like,
Well,
yeah,
I mean, when you
we-
get articles being written that are like this, Papa Esiedu's casting as Snape is finally bringing the diversity to Harry Potter that we've been desperately waiting for. You know that it wasn't done because he was the best for the job. It was a diversity casting.
Yep. And it didn't need to be. That's the thing too. You know, like we could, I mean, we're not going to anytime in the near future, but you could get back to a time and a point where you say, hey, we're just casting the best people for the roles. He tried out, we thought he was amazing, and we gave him the job. But that's not what's happening here. Like, you know, because these studios immediately start cooking up the racism angle and immediately start throwing out the you're just a hater and a bigot angle, and they had it ready to go on day one. That like, no, you guys are not here to try to help anybody. You're not here casting the best person for the job. You couldn't wait to call somebody a racist. Like they couldn't wait to cream their
Chomping
pants
at the
while
bit.
screaming racist out of a window at no one.
It's on par for like their Hollywood playbook. Is they
Yes.
cast someone they do a diversity casting and then they hide behind the diversity casting. That's what they do. That's their playbook. They've been doing it for years. It's
To
a
shield
pattern-
themselves from
it's a
any
pattern of
criticism if the show's
recognition type
bad.
thing
Yeah.
with fans. So we notice what they're doing, call it out, and then they call you racist. But with this casting, it's horribly wrong, because then it just changes the story of the character of Snape. It changes everything that he went through, and you can look at it through a whole different lens of racism.
Well, yeah, James Potter and
he
Sirius
got
Black are
bullied.
gonna bully
now they're
Snape
racist.
because he's
You're gonna
black.
have
Now they're
three white boys
racist.
bullying a black guy, or four white
Mhm.
boys bullying a black guy, and it's just like, it doesn't
Which-
work.
no,
It makes them look racist. It makes them look like they belong in Slytherin rather
Yeah.
than Gryffindor. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like
Well,
it changes the entire scope of the story, the entire view of the story, and then you have Black Snape, going to join the Death Eaters, and it completely changes it. And
Yeah,
that's what people were calling out. But you know what they can do? They can hide behind that diversity cast and be like, well, you just don't like it because he's black.
Yeah, the show
Because-
flopped because
There's
you
nothing
didn't want
wrong
Black
with the
Snape.
story. It's not going to change, and
Yep.
you just don't like him because he's black. So
because
like
he's
Paul Bettany,
black. Yeah.
so like Paul Bettany being cast, if he's at the top of the list to play Voldemort, it would be a great casting. I think he would do a great job, but you still have Black Snape. in the wing. And
And
it's
don't
like,
forget that at one
know.
point the rumor was that they were going to cast a woman for
yes, that was the
For
rumor.
Voldemort.
And it was a
Cynthia
very-
Erivo. I know
it
her
was a-
name.
It was a
What?
very strong rumor, and it was. They also talked about like Tilda Swinton's name was floating around for a little
Right.
bit there. But yeah, the thing is like for when it comes to culture stuff, like the way like racism works globally isn't the way it works in like the United States. I know that sounds weird, but the reality is
true.
like most people are region locked, and people, you know, you shouldn't be surprised if you go to Africa and they look at you weird if you're just a pasty white guy like X-Wing ordering
Yeah.
pork chop sandwiches that they don't understand because they don't know, they don't have those things there. You know, they're like, no, we have burgers here, and I don't know.
America.
We have lion burgers, not pork chop sandwiches. But you shouldn't also, it shouldn't be weird to you if you drive like to, you know, drive out in the middle of like Scandinavia and find out that guess what? Nobody looks like you out there, and they think it's weird and they're looking at you funny. That's how that works. But in like Britain and the UK, they have black people there. Okay, they've had black people there, and they're all from different places, and all that matters to them is you're English. You're either English or you're not English. Okay, and that's what really matters to them. All of this racism bullshit is fairly new. This is, and it's a lot of it is.
Yeah.
comes from the
Thanks,
US.
Obama.
Yeah,
You
a lot
fucked
of
it up for everybody.
A lot of them is them coming over here, making
Yeah.
a bunch of money, and then bringing back racism over there, and then telling
Yes.
everybody about it. And everybody's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, bro? We're all British."
You know what else they're going to do in this Harry Potter show with Snape? Just everything that they can do and change with him being a black man is Lily Potter. Watch her, how they're going to write her. She's going to be in love with Snape. She wishes she was with Snape. He was going to be her true love. But James Potter, the white racist guy, domestic
controlling,
violenced her, fucking beat her and shit. And like they were in a fucking abusive relationship. And the only thing she had was Harry. And that's why her true love was so strong for Harry to, you know, protect him from the killing curse.
That's
What
why
does
Voldemort
make
went
even
there.
Lily
That
because
Potter.
because
Oh.
James Potter was a piece of shit. And in the final season when Harry goes to the fucking Forbidden Forest to his death and he kisses the snitch and the fucking resurrection stone to see everybody, it's not going to be James Potter there.
No,
It's going to be
Snape.
Severus Snape.
it's gonna be Snape.
Fuck! That's what they're going to do.
I'm gonna be honest, I do not have-
bring racism into it. And Lily Potter, like you said, is like in love with Snape. And the reason that she doesn't want to be together is the reason they can't be together is because of how it might look to other people.
Oh,
And
yeah.
why- and then
Yeah.
why-
Decides
Relationship
to
at
go
Hogwarts?
Yeah.
with James. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other big
Ugh.
twist of it will be that Voldemort actually went there to stop James.
Yeah. He
But
was
he
trying to
acts-
save the love of Lily.
He was trying to stop James, and James
Yeah.
grabbed Lily and threw her in front
Right,
of the
right.
shield.
Voldemort is just misunderstood, guys. He was just trying. He was trying to save Lily from James from being in an abusive
He's like,
relationship,
"Don't kill me."
and then
he throws
James
Lily
just
in front of
throws Lily into the killing curse.
Beardo, you have to.
In a wizard's book.
You're a racist,
Guys,
Harry.
we've already on this stream, we've already broken the plot. We cracked what was going to happen in Doomsday. We already know.
Yeah.
We already
This is
know
what's
what
gonna-
the plot is of Doomsday. We
now
already
we
did
know
it.
what the plot is of the Harry Potter TV show.
Dude, chat.
There you
Remember, write it down. 8 years from now, 8 years,
Yeah.
Snape is going to show up in the final season when Harry uses the resurrection stone. Snape's going to show up and not James. And James is going to be an
Always.
abusive fucking woman beater piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, he's white, so
Remember.
Yeah. I mean, they said they were going to remain faithful to the lore of the books, but now, I mean, we clearly see that they're taking
Apparently not how the
some
characters
liberties
look.
with it. They're taking liberties, and then they said that they're taking liberties. So, yeah.
That's gonna be Voldemort's
It-
gonna
it
be
doesn't
like
matter that Paul
Dumbledore.
Bettany
You mean
is
the Grand Wizard? Convenient,
Oh,
right?
and you know what they're going to do to Professor Quirrell? They're going to make him trans because he's two different people.
Right.
Oh, God. He's a
He's
trans
trans
allegory.
representation. He's trans.
He's a trans allegory. I think
Yep.
that like Paul Bettany being at the top of HBO's list is really cool. I like it. I can see him being Voldemort, but I think the damage is already done. I don't know. We'll see.
Poor Paul Bettany. I love
Speaking
that
of
guy.
Avengers Doomsday, though, did you see the plot leak for?
We already know. We already know it.
Did you see the new plot leak breakdown?
I have not.
I mean, I haven't asked myself what it is yet.
I legitimately haven't actually looked up anything concerning that movie in a
Neither
while.
have I.
Yeah.
No?
I'm just gonna
'Cause there
kind of
was
walk
one
into
came
that
out,
one.
like last month or the month before, I don't remember. And now
Okay.
there's this new one.
I mean, you know, we've heard a lot of what some people have said is going to happen. I think some of that stuff is pretty accurate. But what did you hear, Steph? I want to hear your thoughts on this.
What's going on here?
Here it is.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up.
Why don't
Here's
you
the
tell me
Doomsday
what's
plot
going to
leak
happen?
breakdown. All
Okay.
right. What is the plot of Avengers Doomsday is detailed from start to finish. While there are one or two points that are a little fuzzy, all signs point to the Russo brothers delivering suitably epic movie that, alongside Avengers Secret Wars, will wrap up the multiverse saga. So the movie's opening scene, in the previous plot leak, like it was just we're introduced to Tobey Maguire's world, and he sees it like being damaged, because of the incursion, and then a portal opens up and he's saved. He's like brought through the portal. But in this opening scene,
I heard that he
Avengers
fights the
Doomsday-
X-Men and dies, right?
who?
Like in the opening scene is supposed to be Toby Spider-Man versus the Fox X-Men, and they're all fighting in Toby's world.
It's
That is
so
a-
yeah.
is a
So in
rumor,
this
yeah.
one, he's in
Yeah.
the midst of a battle with Deadpool and Wolverine, who have been sent by Beast with a device capable of destroying this world, similar to how the TVA would prune timelines. Wolverine manages to set the device and stays behind, perishing alongside the web slinger. Deadpool, meanwhile, returns to his world while we see Professor X watching with sadness as another planet falls. However, the X-Men had no choice, as similar to what we saw in Jonathan Hickman's New Avengers run, which led directly into Secret Worlds. You either save one reality or allow both to be destroyed in the incursion. So Wolverine's gonna die and Toby's Spider-Man's gonna die.
To be honest,
the
I
opening scene.
don't think this is wrong at all. Yeah.
They brought back Wolverine just to kill him.
Yeah.
Is it over
well,
yet?
Yeah, he's probably like, hey man, I'm sick of eating chicken and broccoli exclusively for the rest of my life, and I really don't want to keep doing these steroids. Okay, like guys,
I just
my
want
heart,
a pork chop sandwich.
my heart literally cannot handle the steroids. Please stop. And Disney's like, just keep pumping them in there, Hugh. You're all right. You'll be okay. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. I mean, it doesn't sound any less plausible than any of the other wild, crazy stuff at this point. And to be honest, I'd rather them just kill everybody in the universe. So
Yeah.
Nuke it.
I don't want them to kill Toby Spider-Man, but that's okay. Steve
I
Rogers.
don't want that
no,
either, but
I
I
didn't
don't
say
want him in
that.
the MCU. I want Spider-Man 4.
I'm trying
Give
not to get
Sam
spoiled
Raimi
here.
a ton of money. And leave him alone and let him make Spider-Man 4. Don't talk to him. Don't give him any advice.
Well,
Make sure that Avi Arad is banned from the set.
Would you rather have Sam Raimi Spider-Man 4 or Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man 3?
I would sacrifice
Sam
the
Raimi.
entirety
I
of the
kinda want both,
MCU.
honestly.
I would erase the MCU from my mind, including Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. All of it gone for
Oh.
Spider-Man 4.
Amen,
for Sam
brother.
Wow.
Raimi
Let's
Spider-Man
go.
4.
Wow.
100%.
I would not. The
Dude,
entirety
tell me-
of the MCU
The
from
entirety of all
from
of it
from
gone.
08 to 2019, you just
What?
wiped it from your
From
mind for
existence.
one movie?
I
for
respect
one,
the
well,
shit
technically
out of that
two
take.
movies, because what I really, really want is for Spider-Man 3 to be what Raimi intended in the beginning. That's what I want. Is
they added
Spider-Man
Venom in?
3 to finally be exactly what he wanted,
I wouldn't do
and
that.
Spider-Man 4. I would do it.
I wouldn't.
I would
I
do
wouldn't.
it
Before the
in a
studio
heartbeat.
forced him to add Venom.
I wouldn't do that.
They go, there's a comic book, a limited comic book run of, it's called Meek Kills the Avengers, and it's just me gathering all the Infinity Stones. And I go, the hardest, choices require the strongest wills. Yeah.
And you just snap away.
I have to push Robert Downey Jr. off the cliff to get the Soul Stone. I look at him in his eyes and he
write it.
goes, what do you mean, you people? And I'm like, oh. And I push him anyways.
He goes to Culver's and changes my order as I'm going through the drive.
It's Robert Downey Jr. in blackface from Tropic Thunder, and I have to sacrifice him to get the Soul Stone. It's worth it to get Spider-Man 4.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't. That's fair, man.
I mean, I respect it, but I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't do it.
And then watch Mike. The movie comes out.
And it's shit.
Terrible.
And it's
shit.
dog shit. And I have to go back in time and
then you have to go find the stones again. No, but here's the thing. Once you wipe it from your mind, you wouldn't even know it existed.
I wouldn't. You're right, but I would.
You wouldn't even know it existed.
I have to find the Infinity Stones to stop whoever made this from happening.
And it'd be yourself, and you'd be caught in a time loop. And it'd be you. It'd be you versus evil you.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, you know what? That is America's ass.
You'd be stuck in a Dormammu loop.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain loop.
Yeah, Meek, I've come to bargain, and you're like, it's just me yelling at myself. Yeah.
Steve Rogers' return. The movie takes us back to Tony Stark's funeral in Avengers Endgame and follows Steve Rogers into the past, where he chooses to build a life with Peggy Carter. They have a son, Jim, and receive a visit from Loki before the Loki season 2 finale. Apparently, though, we're not sure how this retcon fits into the Disney Plus series yet. Loki warns Steve about the TVA's plan to prune his new timeline and offers to move them to a world where they can safely hide because they don't exist. Earth 828, the home of the Fantastic Four. Loki leaves the former Captain America with a card he can use to contact him. He and Peggy and Jim spend a happy 10 years there together. Fantastic Four First Steps post-credit scene is expanded upon, and Dr. Doom tells Mr. Fantastic about the incursions and the fact that their universe is next. They figure out that someone is living in their reality who shouldn't be there and visits Steve, who agrees to join them on a trip to Earth 616, where he successfully convinces his world's heroes to help Doom enact his plan.
Yikes.
So Steve Rogers is helping Dr. Doom? That's what this is telling me. Right?
Yeah. Well, I think that's what a lot of people are thinking, is that Doom is actually going to be portrayed as like a good guy in this movie. And then revealed later to be the bad guy. And I don't think that should be the case. I think they should have just full on villain Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Just show up and just start murking folk, bro.
That's what I was hoping for. This is kind of what I read in the previous leaks, how Captain America joins Dr. Doom's side. And I was like, how are they going to do that? And it looks like this is how. Avengers.
What I missed.
TVA. They're wrapping TVA into this whole thing with the Loki series.
I want them to be done with the TVA, dude. The TVA,
it's so dumb, dude.
And guess what else is dumb and sucked? The entire fucking Loki series.
Yeah.
Both seasons. It's fucking terrible. I don't get how people chill for that show.
Because of
out after the first season. I didn't like it.
I didn't even see the second season. It's stupid.
I gave it a chance because it was Tom Hiddleston and because it was Loki. Like, I love that character.
And it was coming off of the back of Avengers Endgame.
You know what it was with the TVA? The thing that
it was coming off of the back
it
of Avengers Endgame. That is a saying.
During the show, if you remember, they're walking around the TVA and they open up a drawer and there's like 50 Infinity Stones sitting in it. It's like it's like Disney Star Wars. You're just like the whole thing was dumb. You know what I mean? There's no point.
It's like a speed run through his whole character arc by watching a movie of his life.
Yep.
Like that was pretty dumb too.
That's how they caught him back up to now, was like, hey, you die. And he's like, oh, that makes me the good guy again. I'm like, no, that Loki is still a villain, still burdened with glorious purpose, and not in the good way. Yeah. Not in the fun way for everyone else.
Pisses me off so much, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Avengers versus the X-Men. Avengers versus the X-Men battle is a smaller part of the movie than you might expect. And the fight ensues while Earth 616 mightiest heroes arrive seeking help, though it's not specified if in this leak, we assume they're there to learn more about Beast's device. The mutant team has survived multiple incursions and are understandably hostile. Later, we learn that Dr. Doom and Reed Richards have a plan to build massive cannons on the remaining Earths, which will somehow
massive cannons.
Huge space jugs.
Huge cannons.
Oh, I came back at the right time.
Put the giant put the memory cannons on the
Hopefully
roof.
they're rogues or Jean Greys, huh?
Let's put the memory cannons on the
Fucking
roof.
let's
and
get
save the
Mystique,
world.
Storm, Rogue, Jean Grey.
Let's
Get creative here.
It's just the Avengers team walking away in slow mo. These two giant boobs are like, and it's-
Yeah, like from Hoth, the space nipple guns.
Yes, the
Space
orbital
Yes.
nipples, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You
We
remember in Family
fixed-
Guy when he ran up and he rubbed it? He's like,
Yeah.
We saved the MCU, guys. I hope you're paying attention, Marvel.
Yeah, seriously.
I hope you're listening, Feige.
Yeah, we know you like to CGI and reduce some of the actresses' asses. What you need to do is take that CGI and just give them huge tits. I don't care if they're CGI, whatever. Just give your female characters huge fucking cleavage, revealing cleavage.
cute butt, big boobs.
Yeah.
Big fan.
The massive cannons, the massive boob cannons.
Steph
the
is
tit
trying to keep us on
cannons, which will
task, and we're
somehow
just
separate
like,
these
boobs
parallel
are
realities
awesome.
and
Yeah.
end incursions. So they built boob cannons to separate the realities and end the incursions. They'll have to split into two teams and visit different worlds to place them there. Oh, every
course
world
they
can
do.
get massive boob cannons. Meanwhile, Steve, now reunited with Thor, tells him he met Loki, who is still alive, and agrees to take the God of Thunder to his brother in the TVA, which they locate in the card with the card mentioned above. When Steve and Thor get there, they find that everyone's dead, and Loki has had his heart ripped out. Figuring out that Dr. Doom is responsible, Steve confronts him and
Literally or figuratively?
no, literally heart ripped out.
Literally.
By who?
Dead. Yeah,
Who
by
ripped
Doom.
it out?
Yeah.
By Doom.
By Doom? Oh, okay, good.
By Doom. Yeah. Steve confronts him and learns the villain's true plan to allow the incursions to happen so he can rebuild the universe in his own image and resurrect his dead family. That's something that like I heard a long time ago, that his main motivation is that his family he's trying to
imagine how what's her name will feel about that. And he's like, I brought you back by killing everyone.
Yeah.
Who, Peggy Carter?
Else? No,
His family. Whose family?
Iron Man's family.
Oh,
Because my guess is it's probably going to be
Pepper and Morgan.
Pepper. Yeah. You know who else had this origin story, by the way, and did something that's very similar to this? Kingpin in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes, that's right.
That was his own motivation, was to create an incursion to bring two realities together so he could get his family from the other reality.
That's right.
Things get a little vague here, but Doom takes Steve to his castle in Latveria, and introduces his masked followers, one of whom is supposedly impersonating Peggy to manipulate Cap. His presence on Earth 828 is what caused the impending incursion in their reality, prompting Doom to conduct dangerous experiments that eventually went horribly wrong, killing his wife and child and leaving him disfigured.
Actually, so what this is going to be, it's not going to be Pepper Potts and Morgan. It's going to be Sue Storm and Franklin Von Doom.
Yes, that's what I read in the other league.
Yeah.
That Doom married
Sue Storm.
And that's why he's like in the end scene of Fantastic Four.
That's why he's trying to kidnap Franklin, because
that's why he's trying to kidnap Franklin, because that's his son.
That's my baby.
That's my boy.
That's my boy. My boy.
My
boy.
That's my boy.
That's why he's now trapped in his armor and mask. And to make Steve pay, he kills Jim in front of him. So he kills Steve's son. As of now, we don't know whether Victor clashed with the Fantastic Four before or after this accident.
Huh. It sounds like dog shit.
It really does, doesn't it?
So what you're saying is me and Mike were right. He's stealing babies.
He's stealing babies. He's stealing babies. Yeah, because he steals Cap's baby and kills him.
Yep, he's stealing babies.
Whoa! I'm sorry. I'm trying not to pay attention here. I want to go into this fresh.
Why do you want to go into this fresh? This is not a pork chop sandwich. Like, just let it go.
It's already dry. I just
There's
want to
no
go into
hot
this with
sauce
like
to
no
save
expectations.
this.
You know
There
what
is
I mean?
no hot sauce to save this sandwich, bro. It's cooked.
Not even
to
barbecue
death.
sauce,
Is
bro.
it that bad?
Have you watched the MCU? Have you been paying attention for the last fucking decade? Yes, it's that bad.
She-Hulk happened.
Skip over the shit stuff and only watch the good stuff.
Yeah.
You don't
Like,
actually see how terrible the MCU is.
I only
right
watch
now.
the good things. I don't watch the bad stuff.
I only watch Eric Bana's Hulk. That's it.
Who?
Eric Bana. Is it Eric Bana?
I speak.
It's Eric Bana, isn't it? It's Bana.
I think it is Eric Bana.
It was just the
Yeah.
way you said it. I was like, why do you? Never mind. Okay.
It seems Thor has told his fellow heroes about Doom's true nature as Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men arrive in Latveria ready to fight. The God of Thunder prays to Odin, who sends an army from Valhalla to join the battle, and
Ew.
war ensues as the final incursion begins. There's no stopping that, and everything is destroyed apart from Doom. When he stole Loki's heart, he stole his powers and now uses them to create Battle World. Resurrecting the fallen, Doom erases their memories and makes it so they only remember his new reality, where they have new lives in this false reality. With that, Doom sits on his throne as the God Emperor of Battle World. We still have some unanswered questions, and there are some plot holes. Did Doom killing Loki start the incursions? So all of these. However, we can tell you that there's no link between Doom and Iron Man, and perhaps unsurprisingly, no mention of Kang. We also learned that Doom's villainous turn occurs during a fight between the Avengers and the X-Men. So there are some key details missing from this initial leak.
Yikes. That sounds like dog shit.
There you go.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure. Boys, we are an hour and 15 minutes in. We haven't read one super chat.
We got more topics.
We saved the
too,
best
right?
for last.
Should we do a 5-hour? Should we do a 5-hour daily?
Nope. We have Bro Science, and I need to take a nap. Alex McCarthy with the 2 says, Bro Science Day, Meta PC, Beardo, Epic Mike, my nerdy home. Thank you, Alex McCarthy with the 2. Chris Coran with the 2 says, you better be late because you were shitting, Beardo. I'm not the reason.
We were late.
I'm not the reason we were late.
I was the reason we were late, actually. And I was not shitting, I was sleeping. But yeah.
Thank you, Chris, for the 2. Figs with the 2. Is the bus... Can somebody move this bus? Thank you, thanks for the 2. Graptar's Hammer with the 5 says, poop cookies and pork chop Sammies. Thank you for the 5. Slick Gossip with the 2. Seriously, Beardo, take a laxative or something. I wasn't shitting. Chris Coran with the 2.
Pooping.
I understand now. X-Wing was shitting. Figured. Thank you, Chris, for the 2. Yeah. Trust me, if I was shitting and I had massive diarrhea, you guys would know.
No, he would tell everybody.
You would be
Because
the
I would tell
first
you.
to know. Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Little Jim's Halo with the 2 says pork chop sandwiches in the Baja. Thank you for the 2.
Sandwiches.
Obi-Wan Cannoli with the 5. X-Wing should tell Steph how good the pork chop sandwiches at Culver's is.
Dude, it's
I'll remove him
great.
again. I'll take him out
Yeah,
of
she will
It's
remove him
great.
again. And I think she should. Yeah, frankly.
Aaron James with the 5. The chat has asked many times for the G.I. Joe parody pork chop sandwiches since pork was mentioned. I feel it's finally time to watch it. Hail chat and cast.
Also,
We
watched
watched it last night.
We watched it last night on main
We're
event,
at war
but
with Iran. Like, is there a better time to play pork chop sandwiches?
pull it up, X-Wing. We'll play it one more time.
Oh,
Thank you for the
God.
5. SBZ with a 5 says, Beardo, in quotes, I tried to combine Epic Mike and X-Wing. Tree Bear, you know what to do. Fuck.
Yep.
Let's
so-
not. Let's not say we did. Spring Ignite Fire. Spring Night Fire. Spring Night Fire with a
It
5.
might just be SPR Nightfire.
Yeah. That could
Yeah.
be.
Or
Well-
Super Nightfire?
Resident Evil Requiem was great. Beat it and got all the achievements. Playing Scott Pilgrim EX, which came out last night. See you guys at the meetup. Shout out
Nice,
Spring
man.
Night Fire.
Hey,
That's
shout
awesome.
out.
Thank you for the
I'll
5.
eat it.
Christmas loving engineer with a $5. Hey, X Wang. Cool shirt. I'm wearing the same one today.
Hey, let's go.
Look at that. Thank you for the 5. You have it? Here we go.
You're not cooking. Yeah,
You-
Pork chop sandwiches. Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here! What are you doing? Go! Get the fuck out of here, you stupid idiot! Fuck, we're all dead! Get the fuck out! My God, did that smell good?
Detective, there's no going and you tell me do things. I done running.
G.I.
Joe!
Damn.
I'm sorry, chat. For
We
everything.
were.
Man, that smelled delicious.
My God, that
smells
smelled good.
Damn. Yeah. So someone mentioned the meetup, so let's don't forget to RSVP. We're gonna close
Hey.
this out soon.
Yeah.
So don't forget to RSVP to the Geeks and Gamers
I heard it's already
Orlando
sold out.
meetup. And also don't forget to get yourself one of our Orlando
There you
meetup
go. I had it pulled up too.
as well. Don't forget.
Hey.
Shout out. Go to Ripasand and get those t-shirts.
Yes.
Jeremy Jans with $1.
Fuck.
Thank you, Jeremy Jans. I think
I
that's me.
saw that
I
Jeremy
think that's
John
me
picture of
on.
Mickey John's
That
picture
is your. I
of-
think
I'm
you're
sorry.
I think
I
I'm
made a
Princess
mistake.
Peach.
that scared the crap out of me when I saw that. It gave me
On a
jump
couch.
Well,
scare.
so Steph, last night Mike said Jeremy Jans and not
Yeah.
Jeremy Johns. If you noticed in that tree bear, it said Jeremy Jans.
Yeah, I fucked
Didn't
up.
it say
He-
Mickey Jans or something like that?
Yeah,
he
they
fucked up.
made me they made me
Yeah,
Mickey
that scared me. I was like,
Jams.
no.
Like,
Yeah, he-
listen, man,
he
I
fucked
just
up.
I don't know how to pronounce
Scurry.
people's last names. I don't particularly, all the white last names look alike to me. I don't know,
Magnum North with a 5. Dem Butterburgers make me go, oh.
That's not how he typed it. Read it as it was written.
Dem Butterburgers make me go, oh. Thank you for the 5, Magnum
Cut it
North.
for a commercial.
You got to
Yep, there you
commit
go.
to the
Thank
bit.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I respect it.
The Base Wizard with a $2. Hello, Mantis Warrior. Have you played Dead Space? I have played Dead Space.
I love
I
Dead
have.
Dead Space is
man.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so good. Isaac.
Isaac. Thank you for the 2. Tobias Nexus with a $10. At least they aren't doing third-person tank controls. As much as Resident Evil 4 was praised and loved, the tank controls are part of the old-school jank we loved with classic survival horror. Glad they're gone. Resident Evil 4 tank controls are doable. I can do those because there's no fixed camera angles. The fucking OG Resident Evil and Code Veronica, it's just the fixed camera angles with the tank controls.
The OG.
It just feels like a
Code
chore,
Veronica
man.
Is, fixed scenes.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Code
That's
Veronica, Resident Evil 0, and Resident Evil 1 Remake are all fixed camera angles, tank controls.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about video games: you can still love those games and admit
Yeah.
there were parts of them that just weren't good.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Like, I played the Metal Gear Master Collection, and so they had kind of fixed the controls. And I was much happier playing it that way than playing it with tank controls, because some of that was just that they were limited by the technology of their time.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like grandma. You don't have to love her just because she's old. You know what I mean?
You
Yeah.
love her because she makes delicious cookies, but you
Exactly.
don't love that she, she smells like hand sanitizer and Werther's
And mothballs.
and mothballs.
Actually, the Werther's is pretty pleasant.
Well, yeah, but but it's the combination of it.
Right. Yeah. It's the mixture.
For me, it was the butterscotch candies.
That's
I
what the
love
Werther's.
butterscotch. I
The
love
Werther's,
butterscotch.
yeah.
Werther's? Okay, there you go. Thank you,
See,
Tobias Nexus with 10.
I can't wait till I become an old person and then I just have like an endless supply of Werther's in my pocket and I don't know where they came
Dude, those butterscotch
Yeah.
candies are fucking
Yeah.
good.
I love them. Okay, I thought you were
Dude.
talking crap. Yeah, my wife
No.
hates butterscotch.
No.
I love butterscotch, dude.
Yeah.
Butterscotch?
Dude, a Butterfinger? Are you
get
kidding
it.
me?
Get at it.
Dude,
I
might be the
love 'em,
best
dude.
fucking chocolate. Like, I like a Reese's cup and a Twix bar. That's probably
Yeah.
my go-to. But
Yeah.
you hand me a Butterfinger? I'm
Butterfingers,
fucking that thing up, dude.
Flaky
doing what
toffee,
to it?
man. I mean, it's
I'm
phenomenal.
fucking it up.
Get your hands off my Butterfinger. You remember those?
Yeah.
Get your hands
Dude,
off my
Yeah.
Butterfinger.
I will. Yeah, I love Butterfinger. It's my favorite candy. Yep. Fuck.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about Butterfinger.
Butterfingers, bro.
Are Butterfinger? What the?
What
What the heck?
Oh.
Yo, my
Epic
guy.
Sports
No.
Top 5.
No.
No.
You're not, that's not allowed. Banned permanently.
Why do I look like a Hezbollah member? Like,
Okay.
I
well,
don't like any of what just happened there. Stop it.
Vault 199 with a 199. Beardo, teach the stupid name guy how to use a bipod. I don't know what a bipod is. What's a
you
bipod?
put it on a gun to stabilize the gun. I don't know where this comes from though.
Is it because of your aim in Resident Evil? It could be
you
your
know
aim.
You know what it was? I think it was probably Hell Let Loose.
Oh, you.
I kept trying to set up my machine gun, but there was nowhere. You can't put the machine gun down anywhere good. You always have to put it down somewhere bad, and then you die immediately.
Okay, so you just stink. Thank you for the 199. Grathar's Hammer with a 2 says, for Lent, I might have to try the pork chop sandwich.
Let's go.
That's your penance is just to eat that fucking sandwich.
Eat the pork chop sandwich.
Thank you for the 2.
Yikes.
Alucard with a $5. Have you seen the Lady Dimitrescu skin for Grace? Yes, and I played as it. I have. And it is awesome.
Dude, I
It's
just
great.
got called out so hard, and the dude in the chat was dead right.
But-
X-Wing's favorite candy is something nobody eats, like Mounds. Mounds is my favorite candy in the world.
Mounds?
Yuck.
I
That's
love Mounds.
disgusting.
Dark
Yuck.
chocolate Mounds with the
What
with
is
the
wrong
with
with
the
your
with the
taste
almond.
buds?
Yuck,
and the
bro.
coconut.
That is
so
so
Mounds,
gross.
I do like me an almond joy.
This is the
Mounds.
guy that
Almond
you're
Joy.
allowing on bro
I-
science every week.
I do like almond joy.
I love almond
love 'em.
joy. Mounds?
Yeah, but is it your favorite candy? You see what I'm saying? Like, is it your favorite?
You know what? Actually, no. My favorite candy in the world is Heath bars.
You've said that's what.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I love
What?
Heath. Yeah, big
That
fan.
means like
bars?
my favorite candy is Raisinets.
I
Yeah.
love an apple apple.
I
you know,
like to go
I
to
think
stores and I
experiment-
yell at the manager about not stocking the Heath bars
I'm
because
sure you're a big fan of Junior Mints too.
oh my
No,
think
don't like the
this,
Genie Mints.
this
experiment has gone on a little too long. I don't know.
this fucking
think
guy
Again.
he's
Like,
gotta go.
We've
Beardo, we
experimented
can't
with
keep he
I
can't
don't
keep
know.
getting away with this.
I don't know.
Okay,
We have to ban him.
X-Wing, give us a normal candy bar that's top tier, S tier.
Please tell me that you like something normal.
Yeah, I love Butterfingers. Butterfingers is
Butterfingers?
like
Okay.
of the main
Okay, but
line.
don't-
It's
What
either
about like a
Butterfingers-
Reese's or a Twix or a Snickers?
Yeah, don't pick the popular thing. Pick something that makes sense, please.
I do like Kit Kats.
Okay, Kit Kat. Okay, yes,
That's
yes.
fine. I'll
Kit
let
Kats.
it
Yes.
The
I
dark
guess.
chocolate Kit Kats are like a
What's
favorite
up with the
around.
dark
Wait,
chocolate?
Well,
Why not?
Love
Why
dark
not milk chocolate
chocolate.
or
No. I'm taking dark chocolate over
Sometimes,
milk
you know.
chocolate every day of the week.
Have you tried the white
Sometimes.
chocolate Kit Kat, bro?
Don't like white
sometimes.
chocolate.
Whoa!
What?
Don't like white chocolate.
White
No.
chocolate's delicious.
Bro,
dark.
you
I'm dark,
Beardo,
bro.
you better get your boy.
A white chocolate Reese's cup, bro.
You better get your boy, bro, because
Bro.
he is
Nope.
he is saying some
He's
wild
going off the
stuff.
map.
Have
You need to
we-
stop him? Stop him.
I'm a grown man with
So, see,
hair on
I-
my balls. I like dark chocolate.
I do understand the appeal. People do prefer dark chocolate. Just, I wonder if it's like an enzyme thing.
Well,
I wonder if it's like
Not-
a taste bud enzyme thing where it's
There's
just
a
like
joke
dark
here that
chocolate
I'm
just hits a
not
little
gonna
bit
make.
different.
there's a joke here that I'm not gonna make, but I want to.
Okay.
I just, you know.
Okay.
Damn.
But also, yeah, you better
Butterfingers
get
are good though.
You better get your boy because something's going on.
White
with him.
chocolate's
I'll
gross.
have a talk.
And,
I'll
and
have
to
a
be honest
talk
with
with
you,
him in
milk
private.
chocolate's pretty gross.
What?
What?
Yeah, dark
What?
chocolate is
Yeah,
king.
there's no
What are
saving
you
him
saying
now.
right now?
Beardo knows it. He's like, there's nothing
Stop.
I can say. I've been trying to say
Stop.
X-Wing the whole strip. I can't say anything
Stop.
anymore. Beardo put his head down in
Stop.
dark
because he
chocolate
knows that
superior.
there's no saving
Stop.
X-Wing
Pork
from now
chop
on.
sandwiches and dark
He just
chocolate.
doesn't-
Send
he
me to
can't
jail.
save him.
Stop.
Put me in
He can't
Azkaban.
save
I
him.
don't give a
This
shit.
experiment has gone awry.
Alucard, thank you for the
Slippery.
5. I have seen the Lady Dimitrescu skin. It is awesome. Thank you for the 5.
Stop.
Ryan's black girlfriend with a $5
Hey,
says,
shut
"Give
up.
me all that beef." Shoo.
Shoo.
Thank you for the 5.
Was that Obama with a gorilla?
I don't know. It might
Let's
have
not
been.
pull that back up.
Yeah. I'm just a subscriber with a 5. Says, "You can't get a pork chop sandwich in Iran. X-Wing is a patriot."
My man.
Thank you for the 5.
I wouldn't give that to him.
Andre CR with a 2,500. Butt candle tax. Steph, do you like pork chop sandwiches?
No. No.
Thank you for the
That's just
2,500. Ryan's black girlfriend with a 5 says, "Who dis man, Beardo? I like Mike too. Have y'all ever done the double dog challenge?" Shoe. Double dog challenge. You know what I do want to try? You know what challenge I want to try? Have you ever heard the 9-9? Whoa.
Did you almost give your heart and soul to everybody there?
Have you ever tried the 999 challenge? It is called the 9-9 challenge at a baseball game. It's 9 hot dogs and 9 beers in 9 innings. We do have to do that.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy work. I feel like the 9 hot dogs is harder than the 9 beers.
Correct. The 9 hot dogs is going to be harder to do than the 9 beers.
The 9 wieners would be.
And you also have to decide what 9 beers are you getting. Are you getting draft, tall boys, or the 16 ounces?
Draft 16 Coors Light.
Draft, I think that too. Yeah, Coors Light, draft beers, 16 ounces, 9 of those in 9 innings. The 9 hot dogs is going to be the tricky part.
Yeah. And chat brings it up. That is going to be about $700.
Right.
That's going to be a very expensive challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you do it at like a minor league game or a spring training game.
Yeah.
Bring the cost down a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I could do it. I would just have to. Here's the thing: showing up to like those food competitions with an empty stomach, like you think, oh man, I'm so hungry, I'm going to be able to eat a lot, but you get fuller quicker.
Yeah, you
like
gotta.
You almost have to like.
Out.
You have to eat a little bit more, some carbs, maybe 2 nights or the night before, and then kind of prepare yourself. Maybe eat a light breakfast in the morning, and then go in and do it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do 9 beers in the first inning. And then 8 dogs for the rest of the game. You know what I mean?
9 dogs for the rest of the game.
Well, no, you got to get the first. Dog
okay. So you do 1 dog, 9 beers first inning, and then 8 dogs for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it goes to extra innings, do you get extra time?
No, you have to do it in 9 innings.
Okay, it's 9 innings. Okay.
Yeah, and here's another tricky part: is the ballpark stops selling beer at the 7th inning. So you have to get the beers for the 7th, 8th, and 9th at the 7th inning stretch.
Okay.
So you got to think ahead.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you for the $5. Zach Updegraff with the 2 says Wednesday 9-volt tax. Thank you. I don't know what that means. Captain Penguin with a 5 months. Have you guys tried Portillo's? And I wish we had Culver's on the West Coast. I have never had Portillo's.
I haven't either.
I don't know what
I've
that
heard
is.
good things about it, but.
Growing up in California, we had a taco place called Portillo's, but I think you're talking about the hot dog place Portillo's, which I've never had.
They made corn tortillas there.
They did. They were good.
Yeah.
Fresh corn tortillas.
Fresh corn tortillas.
Grizzly Nightmare with a 199 says prayers for Bruce Campbell. Cancer sucks. Yeah, that sucks, man. That's tough.
If anybody can beat it, it's him. I know it's not curable, but I sincerely hope he goes into remission and he's able to manage it. And he is a legend.
Yep. Lord Botha with a 5 says 10-cent funded Highguard. They also have a board member on the Game Awards committee, I believe. Someone made some phone calls.
Oh yeah,
no doubt for sure. Thank you for the 5. Trillist with a 20 months. 10 Cent also is a part of a boardroom for the Game Awards. There you go. Thank you for the 20 months. Good to know.
Yep.
PP Poopa Man with a 2 says pork chop sandwiches. Thank you. Tobias Nexus with a 5. Single player games can be enjoyed with friends. It's just called commentary instead of co-op. Yeah, me and X-Wing were doing that for Resident Evil 9. We were on Discord together just talking while we were playing. There's a lot of people that do that. Thank you for the 5, Tobias. Salty Bot with a 5. Crimson Desert is a single player open world game that comes out in 3 weeks and looks amazing. Yes.
Crimson Desert looks awesome.
I am very curious. Looking forward to Crimson Desert, but I think I'm going to take the meek approach with Crimson Desert that he took with Resident Evil.
I think that's a smart call.
I think I'm going to wait a week. See how it is.
I think people should be cautiously optimistic because you never know. We've had the wool pulled over our eyes before. And sometimes games turn out like garbage.
It kind of does look like it's a game that's too good to be true.
It does. That's feels
why
like
I want
that
to
sounds
wait.
like that. But apparently people that have had early hands-on have said that it's good too. They're like, hey, it runs really well. It's about everything we expected it to be. So I don't know.
I think that's going to be the big thing is optimization. So if people are already saying it's running well, this could be a game of the year. Could be.
Yeah, they're saying that it plays extremely well. So we'll see.
We're going to be eating this year for games, boys.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We're going to be eating.
We're back.
Crimson Desert, Blood of the Dawnwalker, Phantom Blade Zero, frickin' the new FromSoft Dusk Bloods, Lego Batman, Crimson Desert, Resident Evil 9. Dude, we're eating good.
I'm pumped for 2035 GTA 6. It's gonna hit
big year,
brother.
Big year for gaming. 2035.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. Aaron Urkelman with a 199 says, I've never laughed harder at an episode of Tuesday Night's Main Event. Last night
was insane.
Last night was nothing. That's just a regular Tuesday.
Yeah.
That felt different. Mostly
it was a
'cause,
6-hour show.
Yeah, that was
we
the
went
big
6
thing.
fucking hours, man.
Yeah, we made up for the shorter stream
Yeah.
that Jeremy created. That was Jeremy.
Jeremy told me, hey, run a shorter main event so you can raid my Cobra Cast for State of the Union. I was like, dude, don't fucking threaten me with a good time.
What
How
did he end
short
up
do you
doing?
want
Did he stay the whole time or did he leave?
Who, Jeremy, last night?
Yeah.
He left. He left for like the last, 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah. We couldn't get him to go, though. Like, he just did not want to fucking leave. We're
I know.
like,
I
oh,
popped in and I saw that you were like, your stream starts in 12 minutes, dude. Like, leave.
Yeah. Why are you still here?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Andre CR with a $1,000. Wellman Waynes likes to powie Elden Wing. Oh, likes to play. Likes to play Elden Wing.
Elden Wing.
Play Elden Wing.
Dude, you said that so
Wellman
wrong.
Wings.
I did say it wrong. I said it wrong. I thought you said powie. Powie in Elden Wing.
Play.
Wellman
Play.
Wings
Did you never-
likes to
you never
play
learned how to weed?
Elden Wing.
I never learned how to weed. Thank you for
Dedicated
the
wham.
dedicated wham.
Yeah.
You're Barmy with a 2, says Beardo Fuentes. Thank you for the 2. Maximus BT with a 199. Jeez, and we're getting to these ones, huh? Uga Booga. Jeez. That's not what I said, guys. Mark Andre Roy with a 109 says Oogie Boogie tax. Respect Beardo. See, that's more like what I said. Thank you for the 199. I was genuinely trying to say his last name. Salty Bum with a 2 says Oogie Boogie tax. See, there we go. Fear the racism. Thank you. Or for the racism. For the racism. Thank you for the $5. Maddie with a 2 says Oogie Boogie is. You guys. Gore Nick with a $2 says Oogie Boogie and Beardo refuses to say my name. Correct.
Yes.
Thank you. Dumb Old Bear with a 109 says I'm not racist, only sometimes tax. Yeah.
You didn't know.
Well, I'd say 90% of the time I am, but the 10%, like this morning, I wasn't.
Yeah.
Snacks with a 2 says Miki, forgive Beardo's Tourette's. That's right.
Yeah.
I just have Tourette's, guys. Come on, you guys are just not tolerant. The Skeleton King with a 2. I don't know why they still kept Papa Isidu after Backlash. Because,
They're
like
not-
Steph
they're not
said,
gonna back off.
Steph says it's a curtain. It's a curtain
Yeah,
that they can hide behind, and just in case the show sucks, they can say, "Well, you hate it because Snape's black."
Yep.
And do you realize what kind of a backlash they would get? Now, not probably from a lot of the public. A lot of the public would be like, "Cool, that's fine," but from behind the scenes, all the Hollywood types, all of their peers and stuff, they would get absolutely fucking cooked.
Yeah.
They're like, "How dare you fire
You
a
back
black
down to
man?
racism?
You backed down to the racism." Yeah, it's not worth it for them. They're trapped.
Yeah.
Lobo Drago with a 5 gifted Geeks and Gamers memberships. Thank you, Lobo Drago. Taker with a 5. Fuck. Wasn't the plot of the second Fantastic Beast movie something about Grindelwald actually trying to prevent the events of World War II and the Nazis? I didn't see that. I didn't see the second one.
Yes, he was,
Yes,
but
that's what it was.
he was trying to start like a war between humans and wizards and stuff.
Because he
Yeah.
saw the future.
Yeah, he was like a hardcore like wizard supremacist.
That kind of fell off for me. I liked the first Fantastic Beast.
I've
But
seen the first one. It was fine. I didn't see the second or third.
The second and third one are not good.
Did
I
they
heard the
make
third
Dumbledore
one's
gay?
ass.
I don't
The
even
third
remember
one's
the third one.
Yeah, they made Dumbledore gay, right? With Grindelwald, they were butt fucking each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a big thing. Is like, I can't
Sucks.
hurt you because we made this deal that we weren't going to hurt each other.
Yeah.
Because we
Have to be
love
nice.
each other.
We have to be nice to each other
Because
and
we
stuff,
love each other. Remember that one time? Remember that one time in Hogsmeade? You got me
Yeah,
so
remember-
drunk.
We'll always have Paris.
And then we
Remember that time we
fucked?
were gay together? It's pretty cool.
Remember that
You
one
show one of
time?
your 3 broomsticks.
Do you remember that one time that transgender bartender at Hogsmeade got us fucking so wasted?
That's right.
She got us
forgot.
fucking drunk, and then we made love.
We made gay love.
That was such a weird thing playing that game. Everything's like fine and hunky dory, and then you walk up to a bar and there's this chick.
And it's a chick,
out.
and then she goes, "Hey, can I get you guys some butterbeer?
What can I get you?
Hey, I make the best butterbeer here."
I'm about to
Holy
beer.
fuck.
Like, damn, I'm going to the Leaky Cauldron. See ya.
Dude, I was playing that game recently, man, and I was enjoying it. I was role playing. I was like, I made like a descendant of the Malfoys. I'm role playing. I'm playing this game as a dickhead. I'm a Slytherin. And then I get to Hogsmeade, and it's like, "Hey, little boy, can I get you a butterbeer?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What the fuck? Holy shit!" Anyways, Taker with a 5. Thank you, Taker.
And
Rathar's hammer with a 2.
He's giving young students, alcohol at the bar.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I mean, connect the dots there. Grathar's hammer with a 2 says Lupin would be a furry.
Huh?
I mean, technically true.
Technically? Let's not.
Does that make Sirius Black a furry too?
No, I don't think so. No, thank you.
They're all furries.
No thanks.
Sly Rye with a 5 says, "Let it be known the Forsaken Harry Potter prophecy has been told on this day, the 4th of March, in the year of our Lord 2026, on Geeks and Gamers Daily."
Yep.
I'm sorry to have done it to you. I'm sorry, but that's just what we do. We predict accurately what these shows and movies are going to do.
Accurate. Yep.
Accurately.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
No.
I said
that's
accurately.
No,
what
you said accurate. That's what. That's a DJ Khaled joke.
Accurately? Oh.
He was doing like a thing, and he says accurate when he's trying to say accurate because he's fucking retarded.
Gotcha.
DJ Khaled is a horrible human being. I don't
Really?
like that person.
He's funny.
I want him to go away.
Why is he horrible? What has he done?
Away.
Is he a Didier?
Nothing good.
He's just kind of an overall douche nozzle.
Is he be diddling?
I don't know. Actually,
I
I've
don't
never
think
looked into
so.
it.
To be
He's
totally
just
honest
kind
with
of
you,
a-
I don't think so.
He's just kind of a douche nozzle. Like he's just not a good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not an actual DJ.
Right.
Right.
He's just kind of like a guy that like he's like a go-between guy. He's like a middleman that just figured out how to get paid for everyone else's hard work. Yeah. DJ Khaled.
We the best.
We the best.
Akon.
I will say him when he got trapped on the jet ski was one of the greatest internet things I've ever seen in my life.
You know he's an avid golfer.
Yeah.
DJ
Why
Khaled.
why are we deep diving?
I
Yeah,
don't
Sly
know.
Rye with a
Yeah,
five.
everyone.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Mudkip's Game with a $5. Who sits on a tank of explosive gas, voyages to the dark beyond, and returns years later, legs wobbly and atrophied from disuse. Beardo going poop.
Wow.
Thank you for the $5.
Dukin'.
Mudkips, I had nothing against you.
But
Now we got some fucking issues.
you guys understand what I've been trying to say for years about Mudkips.
Yeah.
He's a real fucking problem.
And I don't even know if that's the same Mudkips. He's just guilty now by association. So fuck that guy.
They're all the same Mudkips.
And it's really criminal because Mudkips is an awesome fucking Pokemon. But you're using his name in vain.
Yep.
How dare you stand where he stood?
How
Yeah.
dare you stand where he stood?
I'll never forgive Mudkips.
That was funny.
Quagmire with a 2 says pork chop sandwiches. Thank you for the
Let's
2.
go.
Multi-proven with a 5. MCU's past 6 years. Mache sucked. Mache. Am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't think. I don't know if that's a word. I
MCU's
think
past
that's a
6
kind of-
years. Mache. Mache. Is that like a French word?
Don't know.
Mache?
Sucked. Expected for a few movies. But
Except,
Accepted.
I think it was supposed to accepted.
no, that's not what he.
Accepted.
Oh, that is what he said actually. Accepted. What did I say?
Accepted.
Expected. You said
Oh,
expected.
you said expected.
Accepted for a few movies, but I still have confidence in the Russo brothers. Thank you for the
Confidence,
$5.
Confident say.
It's all about
I'm sorry for ruining.
confidence, baby.
Carnell with a 10. Biggest MCU hang-up post-Endgame was after they decided the Infinity Stones were deemed paperweights. Why not bring Dormammu back into the fold if the Time Stone was only thing holding him at bay?
Yeah.
Thank you for the 10.
This is what they do, man.
Because these people don't care, man.
Damn.
No, they don't.
Oh.
You are correct. They don't care.
All Father with a 199 says pork chop 5.
Let's go.
Thank you. Cassie Soba with a $2 says prayers about to lose truck my bro needs for work.
Oh no.
Prayers up, Cassie. Sorry to hear that,
Prayers
Cassie.
up, yeah, that sucks. Yep.
Sorry to hear that, Cassie. Thank you for the 2. Olympian product with a 5. They absolutely will make James Potter an abusive husband in the show. Rowling herself made Harry an abusive dad in The Cursed Child. She didn't do Cursed Child. She just stamped the approval on it, right? She didn't actually do it.
Like the EU.
She was just like, yeah, sure. Yeah, you can do this. But she didn't actually make it.
Dude, are the Transformers finally getting their revenge? Is that the whole point of the show? The Transformers are getting their revenge on J.K. Rowling.
Revenge on what? Revenge
well,
on what?
they were all mad because she's like a woman is a woman. And they're like, we don't like that.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Dude, that Hogwarts Legacy fucking thing is still, to this day, the most fucking retarded thing in gaming discourse I have ever fucking seen.
Great game.
No. The game's fine. I played it. The game is good. I'm talking about the discourse surrounding the game at its launch is the most fucking retarded thing that I've seen both sides of the fucking aisle of gamers fucking do. So you have the left who is saying boycott this game because J.K. Rowling bad, not realizing that the game is made for them. They have inclusive language. They don't call you he, she. They're referred to you as they the entire time or them. You got a transgender bartender, but the left is like, fuck this game because it's Harry Potter at all, so we're going to boycott it. The right, who this game isn't made for, that's like, you know what, we're going to stand down, we're going to support J.K. Rowling, and we're going to buy 6 copies of this game to ensure that it's a success. When they haven't even played the game and they realize that it's fucking transgender and gay all over the place.
It's like mega woke.
It's the most fucking retarded thing.
I didn't even realize it because I'm playing the game. I'm just having fun. I'm rolling through, and I send a clip to my brother. And in the first 5 minutes, you run into an Indian, a girl from Africa,
a blind kid,
and 2 Chinese people. And he's like, wow, the Scottish Highlands are awfully diverse. Like, I didn't even think about that. Dude.
Yeah. Thank you, Olympian Product, for the $5. I don't know if we answered your question, but thank you. Jeremy Johns with the 2 says, I couldn't find a good picture of Zeltroid. So you just made it me.
Twitter.
SD0 with the 2 says, Kit Kat tax. Thank you.
Let's go.
Jeremy the Cyborg with a $5 says, Sugar Daddy. Thank you for the 5. Bamboo Taco with a $5. Butterfingers are peanut butter and chocolate. Butterscotch has nothing with peanut butter and chocolate. Okay?
They're both good, though.
No, because you were talking about butterscotch candy, and Beardo was like, I love Butterfinger.
I was just relating.
In the name.
I thought we were just pivoting to Butterfingers, yeah.
I was just reading. Dougie B with the $100. I'm going to try again. Forget this candy crap and give me Waffle House cheese eggs. I like Waffle House. I do. I like the peanut butter waffles.
I haven't been there yet. I've heard it's like dinner and a show. You know what I mean? You get there at like 1 o'clock in the morning, order some waffles, and you get to watch a live fight.
Jeez, this guy. Read Doug Super Chat. I did. It was right here.
Don't you have some applesauce to chew up, old man?
Yeah, don't you have a fucking Cobra cast you need to do?
Yeah. Why don't you go do a stream? You lazy bum.
I'm actually surprised he's not streaming over daily.
What have you done today?
Yeah, we've only been live for an hour and 45 minutes. 45 minutes of free Geeks and Gamers content. Why don't you just go,
you know what?
Make a stream.
Get him out.
Get him out of chat. Money. Ban him. Permanently.
Man, I was on a good roll. I had Dougie B's Super Chat highlighted.
The stream has been thrown in the absolute chaos.
We were getting ready to anticipate Dougie B's huge, giant, girthy, thick $100 Super Chat to talk about Waffle House. And Jeremy had to... Dougie B, I'm sorry. Sorry, Dougie B.
I'm sorry. Yeah, frankly, we're all sorry.
We should be. Nice shirt, by the way, but screw Jeremy. Like, come on. What are we doing?
Well, you haven't been around long enough to talk like that.
I wouldn't say that right now.
Maybe I should dial that back. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I like Jeremy.
Hold on, I'm putting you in timeout again. He's in timeout.
Why does actually keep getting...
Yeah.
You might want
He
to
thought
chill
he
the
had
fuck
it.
out
He
a
thought
little
he
bit
had the
before you
stuff.
get
He doesn't
yourself
have the stuff.
embarrassed. Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
put him in the back until
Because
he
I
learns.
just he's such a good guy.
Dougie B?
Jeremy's great.
We love Dougie B.
Yeah, well,
No,
we love
Jer-
Dougie.
I
Yeah,
was talking about Jeremy.
The
I-
last thing
you
we
know.
need right now is Jeremy showing up on the stream. Okay.
He's a good guy.
Finish it up, Pico!
Life on Marshmallows with a 2 says candy bar tier list when?
How
We'll
about
get to
right
it.
now?
We'll get to it. Thank
Yeah,
you,
we'll do it
Dougie
when we
B,
do
for
the
the
wrestling
$100. I have never had Waffle House's cheesy eggs, but they sound good.
Yeah.
They
I've
do
never
sound
been to
good.
Waffle House
It sounded
at
like a good time. Yeah.
Cheesy
I got
eggs.
a couple Rumble rants, by the way.
Okay, let's do that.
We got 2. I canceled for 5. Shout out said, had these Highguard developers eaten some of my... Oh, jeez. I just realized what he was doing.
And here we go.
Had these Highguard developers eaten some of my
shit.
corn tortillas and maybe spent some time down here in the Baja, maybe they could have made a game worthy of being played by a Navy frogman. Do you know what a frogman is?
Seal.
It's a Navy SEAL.
Frogs are very dangerous creatures. If you go to the Amazon and you have an open wound and you touch a arrow dart frog, you could die within seconds. If you were small enough, a bullfrog could come along and eat you whole. They would just eat you alive. They're very dangerous creatures. Nobody thought for $1 says Crimson Desert did start off as an MMO. That makes a lot of sense. I'm very excited to play that game.
Yeah, because Black Desert came before that.
Oh,
and Black
whoa.
Desert was an MMO.
Whoa.
But
It's just the way you said it, man. It's a little aggressive.
did I say black wrong?
You're like,
Black
Black
Desert.
Black Desert. You know, it's like, oh.
Jake Foreman with the 2. I like my chocolate like my women. Dark. Not a boy, Jake. Hey, Jake, someone's got to do it. Thank you for the 2. Somebody's got to do it. Kai Guy with the 2 says all things point back to Arkham City. Arkham City, single player game, great game. 2012 or maybe
point.
2011.
Yeah.
Everything comes back to Arkham
Yeah,
City.
great single player game, man. That's what kicked it off. That's what brought single player games back.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look at it. We'll look at it kindly. Arkham City walked so Elden Ring could run. When you really look at it,
that is just a wild comparison.
when you really look at it,
I can't stand by that one.
that's the order of events, man.
No.
Eric K with the 2, X-Wing, who stars in the movie The Rock. Who stars in the movie
Keanu
The Rock?
Reeves did a wonderful job in The
Reeves.
Rock. Nobody watches The Rock as much as I do.
The way
I
he
love
said
that movie.
Keanu, he's like, Keanu?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, no.
With such confidence, too.
No, it was not with confidence.
No, the first time he didn't say it with confidence. The first time he's like, Keanu? And you're like,
Keanu?
Oh, no,
that was
this
one of those.
fucking
That was
guy.
one of those ones you get put in the hot seat. For some reason, I remember vividly in my brain the flares going up as he's waving the jets off, and it's Keanu Reeves. It was Nick Cage.
Mandela.
Keanu Reeves at all.
Yeah.
No.
Mandela.
I don't know.
Damn.
That might just be X-Wing. That might just be.
It could
know.
just be X-Wing. It
I
could
know.
You know
be.
what it is?
Confuse
Guess
those
what?
two
In
faces.
2028, there's going to be a
Two different
remake of
faces.
The Rock with Keanu Reeves.
With it's going to be Keanu Reeves and Pierce Brosnan in the Rock remake.
Yes,
Bro,
all right.
I'd watch
Go
that
ahead and
movie.
bookmark that. Bookmark that. That's going to happen.
I would watch
2028.
that movie.
The Rock.
The Rock
What are we
remake
doing?
with Pierce Brosnan and Keanu.
Yeah, I like that.
What are we doing
Okay,
right
yeah,
now?
that movie would fuck.
What are we doing? What happened?
Alex McCarthy with the 2. I love Hogwarts Legacy and playing at the moment. Hell yeah, dude.
I love Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah.
Thank you for the
enjoyed
2.
Great game.
Keanu and pork chop sandwiches. What a disaster. Laugh my
I
ass
know.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy the Cyborg with the 5. The best candy is Sugar Daddy. Thank you for the 5. I don't know if I've ever had a Sugar Daddy.
Sugar daddies are just like pure compressed sugar encased in chocolate. That's all it is. It will rip your
You don't
teeth
need-
out.
Beardo needs
Yeah.
a sugar daddy. Can someone?
That
get
was
him
my
one?
brother's favorite candy
Yeah.
was sugar daddies.
I'm not going to say no.
I don't like how much we're saying the word sugar daddy.
You're gonna
Salazar Joseph with a $5. How did the boycott work for Scream 7? Led to the biggest opening in franchise history. That's what happens nowadays. You fucking try to boycott something, people show
Get
up in
people to go.
in doubles,
What?
bro.
Yep.
yeah.
Dude, I
Now we're
remember.
gonna- now we're gonna make it even more money.
Shit, I remember this was 2020 2020, it was actually probably more closer to 2019. In-N-Out endorsed Trump. So there was like, and this is Southern California, everyone's like fucking boycott In-N-Out. So me and my family went to In-N-Out to support them that day. We waited for our food in line for 2 fucking hours.
2 hours of waiting.
It was packed. Everyone was at In-N-Out that day because the fucking gay libs were like, hey, boycott In-N-Out on this day, posting it on fucking Facebook. This day, we are boycotting In-N-Out. Everybody fucking showed up.
Yeah.
Of course.
And it was still delicious. Thank you for the $5. The real Captain Reed with a 2 months says, pee pee poo poo man. Thank you for the 2 months. Beth Marco with a 5. Cadbury made their own chocolate-covered pretzels, but it only lasted a year or two. Now all we're left with is D-tier imported flips. Disgusting.
Flips. I forgot about those.
Stop.
I don't like flips.
X-Wing,
Gross.
please stop.
What?
I'm concerned.
Thank you,
about
Def
your
Marco,
taste.
I
with the
forgot
5.
about flips. Why is that a problem?
You sounded very excited about that. Don't.
Yeah.
No, not in a good way.
Oh, okay.
You know what I like? I like
Thank you for
around like the
clarifying.
Christmas season, the holiday season, Christmas season, right? We're in America. The white chocolate peppermint coated salted pretzels. You get the salted
bad.
pretzels covered in the white chocolate peppermint. Fuck. I'll eat a whole fucking bag.
I like
No
the
shame.
peppermint bark covered in dark chocolate. You know what I mean? It's almost like a Heath bar, but it's peppermint with the dark chocolate on the outside. I can do that. I
Okay.
don't like York peppermint patties, though. Never been a fan of York.
Okay. Any rumbles?
Thanks for that.
Thanks,
No
X-Wing.
more rumbles.
Just
No.
letting you know.
No more rumbles. We're all caught up on Super Chats here. And again, huge shout out to Dougie B. Thank you for that $100
Yes.
this morning. Shout out. And
That
shout
we
out.
definitely read and we're going to get to.
Shout out to Cheesy Eggs, bro, at Waffle House. I need to get some.
Yeah.
Shout out. Cheesy Eggs, boys. All right. That's it. Shout out to the mods, the members, the lurkers, everybody in chat. Thank you guys for the super chat today, this morning on a Wednesday. Steph, what do you got going on today?
I might go live later.
There we go.
That's
What
it.
are you doing while you're live?
I don't know. Talking about different shit. I'm sorry.
What kind of different shit are you going to
Oh,
talk about?
Jesus, fuck, Beardo.
Why
Let's
don't
end
you
the
give
I'm
us-
stream.
just,
Let's end
Can
the
you
stream.
give us
I'm
a
trying to figure it out.
Later on my
comprehensive,
channel, My Nerdy Home. You can come and follow if you'd like.
give
Yeah.
us a comprehensive breakdown of what you're discussing
We're gonna
today?
do nerdy news. We discuss a lot of different topics. We discuss a lot of topics that are happening over on TikTok as well. And I give you a nice little comprehensive overview of what is going viral.
see, that's what I was looking for.
That doesn't
Let's go.
feel comprehensive enough, but I'll let it slide.
Yeah, it's enough. It's enough.
It's good enough.
X-Wing 5, what do you got going on?
It's Wednesday, so Bro Science Wednesday. Just glad to be here with the S plus tier plus team.
This might be
best
the
of
last
Geeks and
time,
Gamers.
so,
these
yeah.
these 3 people
think
were
I
my
can.
heroes coming into the YouTube space.
Enjoy
you know what I
it
mean?
while it lasts.
Yeah, it'll be over soon. But no,
You are speed running that block. Yeah.
Bro Science Wednesday. So we're gonna do that, and then maybe thinking about trying to squeak in a little Resident Evil in between Bro Science and Geeks and Gamers play tonight.
That's
but
probably a good idea.
I might give it a shot. Wednesday.
You might want to put some in right now before we have Drew Hernandez on Bro Science today.
Yeah,
Because we're
Drew
talking
Hernandez
about it.
Popped into my chat actually, dropped a super chat. So shout out Drew Hernandez. But
Yeah.
yeah, thanks
Drew
for having me.
Hernandez will be on Bro Science today. Epic Miki, what do you got going on?
Yeah, probably not gonna get to a stream today. I got a bunch of other stuff I got to take care of. I think if everything goes right, it's very likely I'll be starting Resident Evil Requiem either Friday or Saturday. So
Okay.
that's kind of be the plan. I do want to get to it now that, people have been saying it's good, people are enjoying it and stuff like that. So
And you got to do it before you start seeing too many spoilers online.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
also another
Because
thing. Yeah.
there are
coming.
spoilers.
Yeah,
they're coming.
I have actively avoided reading anything about Resident Evil Requiem, or even if I see a clip from it, I just immediately skip because I'm just like, I don't want to risk it. It's not worth it. So, Yep. But yeah, that's what I got going on. Shout out to the S Plus team. Steph,
Shout out
thank
to
you for
the
being
S
so
Plus team.
patient.
Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Steph.
Shout out
for
to our
being
Make-A-Wish,
Stefan.
guy.
Stefan. That's right, Stefan.
Shout out to the Make-A-Wish. We are nothing if not very, very kind individuals who
Very
care
giving.
for those. Yeah.
Very giving. I've been told in my in my adult years, adolescence is children, right?
Correct.
I've been told in my adult years that I'm too much of a giver, that I need to be more selfish. But you know what? I say to that? Fuck that. We're gonna give the underdogs a chance.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on the show.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bro Science today at 4. Nerdy news on Steph's channel. She's talking about the stuff. She's talking about the stuff on her channel.
All the stuff.
Yep.
And check out Epic Mike and X-Wing 5. We will see you guys later tonight for Geeks and Gamers Gaming, Geeks and Gamers Play later tonight. Yep. And that's it. Pork chop sandwiches. We're out, boys. Catch you later.